Hello, hello, welcome everybody. Sorry for a slight delay. Trying to get everything up and running here, and welcome everybody to the PBE Season 47 playoffs, day number one. We have some good stuff going on here. So, uh, let's before I continue, let's welcome my co-host for tonight, Hummus God. Hummus, how are you doing tonight?
I think there's only one other person busier than me right now, and it's you. Um,
Oh, I have the wrong slide.
my
That's okay.
my epic quote didn't get heard, or what?
I,
Did they
I
hear
I'm
that?
busier than you. Yes, they heard that. Yes,
Oh, they
so
heard that. Okay.
yes, so I need a less stinky co-host. It is true, but beggars can't be
That's
choosers. So um, all right.
I
So,
just bought some over $100 cologne. I'm not gonna waste that on Enoch. As much as I love Enoch, I'm not gonna do that.
I, no one can smell you, so I don't know why you're buying cologne. So okay, all right. Now, let's go. Let's go through this really quick. The matchups. We have potentially a not long night ahead of us. Hope not. Hope not. Hope not. Um, oh, I forgot to change all the times, but whatever. I don't. Well, we'll leave BNN off tonight, and we'll you know, and stuff. So, anyways, in the majors, we will have the following matchups on the series: the Outer Banks Aviators making it back into the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons now. Forgot how many, but they're back in it against the Providence Crabs, a 61 win team, and the Crabs winning the Legends East. So they're the number two seed, and the Aviators number one three seed. Over on the other Legends series is the San Antonio Sloths at the number four seeds facing their division rival, the Toronto Pathfinder, who comes in as the number one seed overall. If I'm not mistaken, if I only took a glance at the head to head, but I do believe that they have the head to head over the Apex, who they both finished at 71 win, I want to say, 70 or 71, one of those two. So, and down in the Champions Conference, we'll have the Cancun Toros facing off against the Lunar Base Space Rangers, and we'll have the Nashville Stars against the champion number one seed, the Indianapolis Apex. Hummus, do you have any predictions for tonight? Any any thoughts to it? So
Yeah, I'm wearing my. Sorry, bought me a jersey through that site that Eldorian found. I
yes,
don't know if
yes,
you ever
it is
saw that
actually
picture.
it's a great like they do really good stuff. So you could actually.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a Crabs jersey. It says Providence on it. On the back, it says Summer. His player name was Dog Summer. It's Hummus God backwards, and so I'm like high key, low key rooting for the Crabs because I got the Crabs jersey on.
I see. Hmm. Okay. Uh, sure. Why not? Like you have a yeah. Benny, if it no, it's a good thing. Like for
Yeah, I'm
you,
cursed. Hello, Crabs fans should be like furious with me right now.
the
They
crabs
should. They
the crabs nations are they just all left. There used to be 60 people in the chat, and it's down to 50. Was it 51 now? It went down to 51. It was 52. So somebody just left because they're on the crabs, and they just all left. So okay. Down in the minors, we'll have the Amarillo Armadillos versus the Florida Flamingos, and we'll have the California Firehawks at the Chicago Kingpins. Now, this is interesting because we have our little debacle on Saturday, as we can't read properly, so we obviously had to resim a little bit on Sunday. I do feel kind of bad for the lemurs who, you know, it's like that what was that commercial where the guy was dangling the dollar bill? It's like, oh no, you gotta be faster than that, and so kind of they were in the playoffs for like a split second, and then just got ripped away. So due to the rules. But again, apologies to all three teams for our for that insanity. It is rigged. I know. I know. It's actually part of the script. I had to do it as I'm following a script here, so I already know the winners of it all. It just I have to play along. So, anyways, how the playoffs will work is that we're going to quick sim all the games until we get to elimination games. Between each game, the GMs can make changes, and I'll give them a few minutes to do so. And what I'll do during that time, after quick simming all the games, I'm going to go through each team and show them their pitching page, so they know how tired how tired their teams are. We're not doing individual stem checks and all that, just to keep this moving along. So they have been warned. They know how this works. So let's get things rolling. Wait, hang on. I need to go for it a day. So I'm gonna go for it a day. There we are, officially. All right. Okay, so we'll do up down. So all right, the first game we'll have the Aviators Crabs. Game 1. Winner is the Aviator in a high scoring game. I would not have expected that one. So the Aviators win on the road 9-7 over the Providence Crabs. The Outer Banks Aviator led by Aria Harper with a 3 for 5 day, 3 RBIs, 2 RBIs for Khan, 3 hits for Garvanzo, hits all around 15. Okay, wow. Over in Providence, they scored 7 runs, but unfortunately not enough. They were led by Jordan Gonzalez, 2 for 4 day, 3 RBIs there, with 2 home runs. Yeah, go figure. He's known for stealing bases, but he stole none and hit 2 home runs. Gotta love the playoffs. Pitching wise, it's Kim Ji Woo with the win out of relief. Brendan Morrow with the save. On Providence side, Potson with the loss of he gave up 6 runs, only 3 earned. Choi with the blown save, and the player of the game is Jordan Gonzalez with the losing effort. All right, we're gonna go down. I'm gonna save this. Yeah, Hummus has crabs. This is.
That's
you
true.
already know this is happening. All right, so we're gonna go down to the Space Rangers at Toros. Game 1, Hypocrites versus Montaigne. Game 1, we'll go to Luna Bay, so we have the road teams winning. They score 4 on the top of the 8th here to secure the victory. On Luna Bay side, led by Eminem, 3 for 5 day, 2 RBIs. Sir Po with a 3 for 4 day and an RBI there. Cross Erickson with 3 RBIs on the bottom of the lineup there. On Luna Bay, on Cancun side, they were led by McGillicuddy, a 2 for 4 day, 2 RBIs, and they scattered 3 other RBIs between the other players. Hypocrite with a no decision, giving up 5. Morrison with a win out of relief. Polis with the save. Over Cancun side, it is Irma Gerd giving up the 4 runs, ultimately taking the loss, and center fielder blowing the save there. So I guess she let up at least a few of those. Well, I guess she loaded the bases up, and eventually fielder gave up something. Looks like it might be a.
I kissed Irma Gerd before the stream started, so I cursed her for sure.
You gotta stop. Cross Erickson is the player of the game.
Sorry, babe. I love you.
All right, we'll save this, and I will update the ticker in a bit. So somebody remind me. All right. Sloth Pathfinders road team. Does it continue? No, it does not. Pathfinders an 8-3 victory over the San Antonio Sloths. Over on the Sloth side, 3 for 4 day for slammed off, and a couple RBIs from Wolfing Jr. Toronto was led by Dinamite with 4 RBIs. The old man Dinamite with 4 RBIs there. Is that a No, this that's a 3-run shot, so it wasn't a grand slam. 3-for-3 day by Catter on the bottom of that lineup. San Antonio pitching. Oh my goodness, Pollo walks 7. Wow. Okay. Isn't he a control pitcher? Okay. Anyways, but doesn't matter. Still 7 walks. That's not good. Thrasherson with the win. 7 strong innings there for him, and Dinamite is the player of the game.
So all road teams except the defending champs, correct?
Yes.
Wow.
All right. Stars, Apex, Stun Gun, Krispy Kreme.
Wow. This series is epic, man.
Oh, and
Wow.
the Apex offense, which has been really strong all season long, showed up here in a big way. Nashville only had two runs scored, an RBI between Taylor and Sokudo. Lots of crooked number. Everybody getting a hit. Oh, not everybody. Almost everyone getting a hit. But 3 hits between Nitro and the Jew. 4 RBIs for Josh there in that second spot. 3 hits for Fernandez. 3 hits for Caleb Velikov. Look at that. You bring that playoff experience, Caleb. That's what you bring. Over in Nashville side, the Krispy Kreme getting the loss there. Stun Gun getting a good outings. Stun. What is going on? This is not supposed to happen.
Fun fact: D. Fernandez hit 40 home runs in the regular season, tied for 3rd most all time. Tied with Tom Shu, Max Power,
Yeah, sorry. Yes, he's the 7th. He's the 7th player to ever do so in the league. So congratulations to Fetty there. In a pretty elite company. Josh Aju is the player of the game with that 4 RBIs. So Majors GM, you can make sure you ping us for any changes. We'll get to you in a minute after the minors. Okay, and I'll get to the pitching after I advance a day too. Okay. All right, so down to the minors we go. It will be the Dillos Flamingos, Game 1. Robert Smith, J.C. Schwishman. I can't. So the Flamingos have a 4-1 victory over the Dillos. Off to a good start there. The for the Flamingos, the Dillos are not a lot of offense. Scattered 5 runs with the scattered 5 hits with the only RBIs coming from Justin Fern. Over on the Flamingo side, Dan Johnston with a 2-for-4 day, 3 RBIs to lead the way. Prosper with 3 hits as well. Pitching, Gritty taking the loss for the Dillos. Flaps taking a win in relief, and Ransom Jones getting the save. J.C. Swishman, 6 inning, 1 earned run, getting the player of the game. All right, Firehawks, Kingpins, Matson versus Blanco. And Chicago will prevail with a 5-2 victory. They scored 4 on the top of the first and never really looked back. On California side, they were led by Smalls, 3-for-3 days for an RBI. Chicago side, they got 2 RBIs from Silvera. And pitching, Madsen taking the loss there. Chicago side, Bauer Bottom getting the win, and Bauer the third getting the save. Smalls is the player of the game on the losing effort. Alright, so I'm going to save this. And now we're going to go for a day. Alright. Let's save it again. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start up to the majors here. And Cancun. Come on, think, buddy. Alright. Why is your batting ratings? Alright, let's go back to default. Alright, this this is your current setup. Only well, center fielder is a little bit dead, but um, and and Ermiger is a little tired. Down to the apex. Bubbles is tired, and you got a couple of cold bat, but this is your current bullpen. Space Rangers. Marston is quite tired, and that's it.
They have Space Rangers have actual changes.
Okay, we'll get to that after we show all the. Okay. Nashville. Nashville. This is your current setup. Aviators. And the Crabbles. Where's Samson tired? Yeah. Oh, Samson started? No, Samson pitched. And that's it, right? Oh, no, Pathfinders. Oh, no, Sloths. Man, losing track. Okay, and the Sloths, and it's only Abel a little bit tired. And then the Pathfinders seems to be well rested. Down to the minors we go. It is the Dillos. This is your current Firehawks. Kingpins. And Flamingos. Okay. So now let me go here. Lots of pings. Ping, ping, ping. We'll start with the stars. No changes. So the stars are set. I don't know what that is, Benny. This is disturbing. Okay. All right. So let's go to the aviators. It is stem check. You don't need Crawford to use less often. I assume no high leverage, Benny. I'm gonna assume that, but if you want the high leverage, back in, I'm gonna screenshot this for you, and you let me know if it's not right. We go to the Toros. Picora, use more often, high leverage. Armor go to normal and set up. Change fielder to RP. Okay. Let me know if that is right. Alright. Space range aviators. No high leverage. Okay. Alright. Can we turn green into an RP? Sure we can. Luna base. Alright. And Benedict normal. Robert Green. Normal. Indianapolis. Middle, normal, done. John Marston, use less often. I think that's it. All right. Pathfinders. It should be good for... Dillos, no changes. Kingpins, changes bolded. Okay. It is Captain, Specialist, Right-hander, Long Relief. Alright, Steinbach. There you go. And Florida, it is put. Reed. It's a Reed. 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 And Finley, non-specify, avoid. Non-specify, avoid. Man, there are like 43 people in the pen. Okay. Alright, there's something else. Scorpions. Wait. Yes, Slavs never make any changes, so I don't actually expect any of that. Alright. Let's save this. Okay. Whew. Thank you for bearing with us, people. Alright, game 2. Now, we may see some elimination games in the next day or 2 days from now. But we'll see. We'll do this. Why don't we do this the other way? We're gonna do right to left here. So we're gonna start with Sloth Pathfinders. Game 2, Johnny Quest versus Accept Your Welcome. And the Slavs, isn't that the same score? So Slav ties this up 8-3, scoring 4 between 8 and 9. The San Antonio Slavs, whose offense have been really good all season long, has showed up in this game. Bart Brown with a couple of hits and a stolen base. Don Marcus 3 for 5 with 3 RBI. Zane Cole, this doesn't actually count to the hit streak because playoffs don't count out to his streak, but his hit streak continues with I think he had, so I forgot if he had a hit last game, but anyways, 3 for 5, it doesn't matter. The 3 for 5 day with a home run, with a home run in ninth and 2 RBIs, a couple of hits for Slamdov, who's hitting a cool 625 in this playoff. Sure. And over on Toronto's side, they were led by Kendrick Mills, 3 for 5 day, and RBI from Johnson and Dinamite. Quest with the win here, Abel with the hold, Kamaro with the hold, and over on Toronto's side, Accept Your Welcome taking the loss. Jay Doctor giving up the 4 runs there, didn't help that much. Don Marcus is the player of the game. So, no, there'll be no reverse sweep there. Thank goodness. All right, we're down to Stars and Apex, game 2. It'll be Lore versus Rove. Indy with 1. Oh, I forgot to update the. Somebody remind me to update when I actually have a chance, because I don't want to hold up when we get to the part where we have some predictions. I'll stop and update. All right, game 2. The Indianapolis Apex with an 11-2 victory over the Stars. Their offense continues to roll. Over on Nashville side, an RBI from Sakudo and Kulik Warren, and that was it. They only had 4 hits. Indianapolis, McKenzie with 3 for 4 day, 4 RBIs. Rake Slammer with a couple RBIs as well. 11 runs altogether. On Nashville pitching, Laura getting the loss, giving up 7 runs over 4 innings. And on Indy side, Beauregard Rove going 7 strong, 2 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, and Crane Pool closing it out, sort of, 2 scoreless innings. Curtis McKenzie is the player of the game. File save. Indy with the same number of runs in. All right. Okay. Aviators, Crabs, Striker, and Daly. Let's get it. And it'll be the Aviators taking a 2-0 lead. We will have an elimination game. Aviators have a 7-4 victory over the Crabs. I don't remember my playoff predictions, by the way. I'm sitting around looking at all these games. I don't remember what I did on whatever day that was. Outer Banks led by Scott McNeely, 2 for 4 day, 4 RBIs. Is that a? Oh, it's a 2-run shot there. So, a couple of hits for Harper as well. Over on Providence side, it is Jordan Gonzalez leading the way again with another home run. Uh, he is lifting his part there, but 6 RBIs for him in those 2 games. Uh, Out of Banks, striker with just a gem of a 6 inning game. A lot of pitches, but no walks, 7 strikeouts, and the bullpen I guess wasn't that good, but they scored enough. Over on Providence side, Daly takes the loss there. Ryan Stryker Jr. is the player of the game. Hummus,
You saw what Dirk said?
I saw what he's I
Bro, I'm crying, bro. This is
I
crazy, man. What is going on?
I warn you. Like you told everybody what you're doing, and that was it. Just
I like literally, not to be too graphic, but I took a shower and I got out of the shower. I walked into my closet. I looked to my right. I'm like, I haven't worn this jersey in so long. I'm
oh,
so sorry, Krabs. I'm so sorry.
oh my goodness. I you just tanked your own draft style. Now I don't think anyone can draft you. Anyways, Space Rangers Toros.
Here we go.
Toros will get a tie up the series of 7-1 win. Ryan Knock with a good outing there from what I can see. Luna Bays only had 1 RBI. That's from Allison Chains. A couple of hits for Eminem there. Over on Cancun side, 3 RBIs for LBG there, and a couple of hits for Azah and Miss on the bottom of that order. Manowright taking the tough loss there. Green did not. Green and Polis struggled out of the pen. Over on Cancun side, a 7 inning, 8 strikeouts, strong inning, strong outing for Ryan Knock, and the player of the game is Ryan Knock. All right, Dillos Flamingos. It'll be the Egg versus Way Silliams Jr. And the Dillos will tie the series up, scoring 5 in the 8th. Rip bullpen, the bane of my existence. The Dillos were led by the 3-4-5 hitters between Jordan, Buckshank, and Bubs, with all with the 7 RBIs happening right here. Florida side, Tommy Callahan with 3 RBIs, a couple of hits for Dustin Becker. Dillos pitching, Trongo Man getting the win out of relief. Dila D getting the save. On Florida side, it is Ransom Jones getting the loss here in the blown save. And the player of the game is Way Silliam Jr. Kid, I don't know why you said that, because you do realize it's just gonna get worse from here on. The ChaosMod understands and knows, so. All right, Cali, Chicago with a 1-0 lead right now. The cash consideration versus P Dub Woods. And the Firehawks in a high-scoring game going into extras, winning on the road to tie the series up 8-7. California hitting, it'll be led by Nico Hernandez and Sneck. 3 for 3 day, 4 RBI for Sneck with 2 home runs there. Over on Chicago's side, everybody getting a hit, but apparently not enough. Nathan Ecker with 3 RBIs to lead the way. Cash consideration. Oh my goodness, seven earned runs, but somehow the pen saved them with basically like 5 2/3 worth of shutout ball there. Viram getting the win in extras. And on Chicago's side, it is Francisco with the loss, and I assume it's in extras. Sneck is the player of the game. Alrighty. So I'm going to save this again. Alright, so everybody except for Indy. Wait, no. No, just kidding. Yes, everybody except for Indy is. Oh no, I'm sorry. Everybody but Indy and Outer Banks are leading are at 1-1. So on day 3, we're going to quick sim the games that are not, and then we're going to show these two. But obviously after any changes, so I'm going to go through. I'm going to get us to the off day, followed by to day number 3. We're going to go through the bullpens again, and then I'll get to your changes. All right, this is the Toros. This is your bullpen right now. Indy, this is your bullpen and pitching right now. Space Rangers, this is yours. Nashville, Europen. I don't think he's supposed to be listed as starter. Why is he listed as starter? All right. Nashville Aviators. This is your current. And then Sloths. Oh no, I'm sorry. Providence. This is yours. Sloths, this is yours. And Pathfinders. Pretty well rested. Down to the minors. Dillo's your pen. California. Chicago. And the Flamingos. All right, so let me get here again.
What team are you starting with?
I'm going top to bottom, so it'll be the Stars. No changes again. So now we're off to the Aviators.
Isn't that a Tupac lyric? I don't see no changes.
I don't know. Stem check.
I'm gonna get killed in chat.
We have changes. Please be patient. They're chatting. Okay. Aviators trying to buy themselves sometimes. Okay.
Dirk,
Toros.
Thank you for the sub, Josh the Jew. Thank you for the sub, Dirk. I think it was 34 straight months. Thank you, Josh the Jew. 26 months. Insane. The loyalty in this league over time is crazy. I've known a lot of you for like 4 to 5 years. It's pretty cool. It's like a sixth of my life.
Ermagerd is used more often. High leverage. And
of course, I mentioned subs, so the sub god, Paz himself, one of the sub gods, Paz himself, is gifting 5 subs. Unbelievable.
All right, Space
Someone
Rangers.
I've known literally since 2019.
Space Rangers, Marston, Stopper.
Soft-spoken, wicked, smart Paz, first guest of the Hummus God pod.
Robert Green set up. Indianapolis used less
I
often.
should probably give my wife a sub, Brand.
Sure, why not? Nothing says I love you like a Twitch sub.
Get in on this hype train.
All right. Back to the Aviators.
Maybe she won't make you sleep on the couch tonight.
Middle relief. Nothing else added to him. Crawford to none specify. Avoid high leverage. Alright. Alright, Space Rangers again. Does a thumbs up. Pathfinders. Let it ride. Oh, actually, can you set Kremlin secondary? Kremlin secondary to stopper. Alright, Dillos. Rockman, middle relief, use more often, nothing. Sauce. There's a dude named Sauce here? Oh, there it is. There's a dude named Sauce. High leverage. Alright. Alright, Dub, there you go. Kingpins.
Another sub from Paz, gifting his player T-Stol's
Oh,
stun gun.
by the way, mods, just really quick, I don't know, I'm not looking, so I don't know if there was a prediction up. The first game we're going to do is Aviators Providence, and then followed by Indy Nashville. Okay, so you probably should get a prediction up now while I'm going through this. I hope somebody's listening. Long relief, normal blank, and crony. Long relief, normal blank. All right, flamingos. Have Rem be the same as. Has Ren be the same as Jones? Then put confident, long relief. Avoid phlegms. It's phlegms. It's phlegm. Wait, no. Oda is long relief. Avoid. Oh, flaps. Long relief. Avoid. All right, I think I got that. Let me know. Apex. Just letting it ride. Good man. All right. I think I got everybody. If not, ping me now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to switch it up a bit here. I'm going to go world scores. There we go. All right. Let's see here. Providence Aviators with next game up, followed by Indy Nashville. So we're going to go minors first because why not? We're going to quick sim these guys. All right, Dillos, Flamingos, series tied at 1. And the Flamingos will take a 7-6 win, scoring 1 on the top of the 9th. Florida, led by Bon Appetit with a couple RBIs, 3 RBIs for Bonga, a couple RBIs for Prosper. Down to over to the Dillos hitting. They were led by Justin Fern, 3 for 5 day. Also Buckshank with 3 for 4 day, 3 RBIs. 3 RBIs for Jesus Chris as well. Pitching wise, it is Ransom Jones with the win. Rental trade with the save. And over on the Dillo side, Sauce getting the loss there out of relief. And Buckshank, Razmataz Buckshank is the player of the game on the losing effort. All right. And we'll do the other minors game. Guess why not? All right, Chicago Firehawks. It'll be Pocket versus Tatum. And the Firehawks will take this 9-8 win, scoring 4 in the fifth. They now have a 2-1 lead on Chicago. Over on Chicago, they were led by Freezes of 3 for 4 day, 2 RBIs, 3 for 5 day, 2 RBI for Hunkball, 2 for 5 day, 2 RBIs for Silvera. And over on California side, it'll be a 2 for 5 days for Nick Scott, 3 for 5 days for Small there, 3 RBI for Bubba Frank. And down to the pitching we go. It is Strider taking the loss and the blown save here for Chicago. And Cali side, it is Strub getting the win out of relief. Conklin getting getting the hole out of relief. Conklin getting the win and the blown save. Viram with the save for California. Player of the game is Zakir Freezes on the losing effort. Win plus blown save. Yeah. All right. We'll move our way up here. We'll do Toros, Space Rangers. Series tied at 1 will be Wayne Wheeler versus Allegra Macarena. And Luna Base will walk this one off on the bottom of the 12th. Scotty Sterling with a solo shot against Ryan Neggs as Luna Base will take a 2-1 series lead. Over on Cancun side, they were led by Rowdy with 4 for 5 day, 2 RBIs. And a couple RBI for McGillicuddy on Lunar Base side, 4 for 6 day, 3 RBI for Eminem, 3 for 5, 1 RBI for Allison Chains, and the aforementioned Scotty Sterling with that solo shot, the only hit they had this game. On Cancun, oh my, I am so sorry, Bianca. Ermergerd getting the blown save there, and Negs getting the loss. Yeah, ugh, that's rough. Luna Base, Marcin getting the blown save, but Abenduk gets the win in that extras, right? It's extras, yes, 12 innings. Dogged Eminem is the player of the game. He sets the Champions Playoff extra inning game record for doubles of 3. So congratulations, Steels, for getting that record. Save this. Alright, we're gonna go over to Pathfinder, Sloth, Series Tie 1-1, Starscream, Psyduck, Battle of the Former Teammates. And the Sloths will take this, scoring 4 in the 6. So the Sloth, the uber underdog, has a 2-1 series lead over the Pathfinders. In Toronto, their offense only had 3 hits, 2 of them by Dinamite. Over on San Antonio's side, 2 RBIs for Don Marcus, who was having and Zane Cole, both having just a spectacular series so far. Starscream taking the loss. Psyduck getting the win. 8 innings, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts against his former team. Komoro with the save. Psyduck is the player of the game. All right. So let me go here and let me just adjust all these. 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, nothing. 2, that's 2. I hope I got this right. So, all right. So ticker up top should be updated. All right. File save again. Okay, so let's get this rolling. The prediction has been up for a while. It is who leads after 5 innings, OBX or Providence. You can come here, make sure BNN is off. I think it was off from last time, right? Yep, it is off. I'm gonna pause this so I could get rid of the. So Hummus, why don't you lead things off? You take the first half. I take the second half.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, give me a second. Just want to make sure. I have a ping. Why do I have a ping? I guess that's the ping after. Okay. How do I unmark this again? I'm gonna unmark as unread. All right. So I'll leave that there. All right. So let's kick this off. Carl Johnson versus Flamethrower Meta.
Here we go.
All right, let me just get rid of this first. All right, now we'll go.
Perhaps we're looking for a win. That's going to be a ground out, though, from Gonzalez. That's a strikeout from Goose. So 2 quick outs for the visiting Crabs. And a base hit blooped into right field by Alou. And Alou will take off. Not even a throw made by Denstro. And a walk from Benito. So 2 on, 2 out for Cove. And hacks at it, but pops out to left. That ends the top half of the first. They left 2 runners on. Keep track of that. Typically not a good thing to do. That's a strikeout looking from Henry. Donuts batting 143 in this series, now 125. Harper gets under this one. That's deep, but caught at the warning track in the deepest part of the ballpark. We're going to go top second in a scoreless game. King Jr. grounded to short, ground out. Only 1 hit combined in this game. That's 2. That's Cool Crab with their first hit in the entire series. K-Roo will strike out swinging. 1 on, 2 out. And a ground out from Fuse, and that ends the top of the second. Still scoreless. They do leave 1 runner on. And that's now 3 combined between the 2 innings. Runners on base, left on base for the Crabs. Ground out from McNeedy. Khan. A base hit. He's hot. Okada Khan with 1 on. It's Brooks. Khan steals second. And that might be the first run of the game, and it will be. That's an RBI single. Was able to stretch it to 2 bags, but it's now 1-0 OBX. Thanks to Brooks. That's a base hit for Garbanzo. Jorge Garbanzo knocks in the 2nd run for OBX. That's an RBI single. 2nd RBI of the series for Garbanzo. Denstro will strike out. Swing and a miss. And another swing and a miss. So Flamethrower Meta gave up 2, but back-to-back strikeouts. And it's 2-0 OBX. That's up the middle. That's Gonzalez. That's a leadoff single. Goose. Strikeout looking. Where was that pitch? Wow. What a pitch just in the zone. And that's Jordan Gonzalez. It's only 2nd stolen base of the series. Oh, and that was way upstairs. That almost hit his face.
I think they did him.
So 2 on. Benito's strikeout did hit his face. Wow.
Yeah.
So 2 out, 2 on for Cove. That's going to drop. Hit the wall in center. 1 run scores. Will the 2nd run come across? And it will. Unbelievable. A 2 RBI double. Alou came all the way around from first. Oh, and that got past the 3rd baseman. King Jr. What an at-bat. And they were down 2, and all of a sudden, with 2 outs, they score 3 runs, and the Crabs lead 3-2. Strikeout. Cool Crab. And that ends the inning. So the Crabs find themselves with the lead after being down going into the top of the 3rd. And a base hit for Henry. Going for 2. Ekes out a double. Leadoff double for Henry. And now a walk off the 3-1. 2 on. And a stolen base is safe. So runners on the corners for Uriah Harper. This is deep. probably the tying run, and it will be. It's 3-3 after the Area Harper sack fly.
Oh,
Oh, and a pickoff at first.
well,
So the base hit from McNeely, and you got to think, what a great hit. Could have possibly scored that run from first. Khan. A strikeout looking ends the inning, and it's 3-3. OBX did tie it up, so we got a great game here, folks. And a base hit for Ray Rue. A lot of hitting so far. That's 11 combined hits. Fuse, strikeout swinging. So 1 out, 1 on. Another strikeout. That's Gonzalez. Goose gets under this one. Center fielder walks over, makes the grab, and they leave another runner on base. That ends the top of the fourth. OBX with the momentum. They did score in the bottom of the third. Ground out for Brooks. Garbanzo an RBI in this game, but strikes out that time. So 2 outs now for OBX. That's in the gap. That's hit hard. Hit the wall in right center. A sliding double for Tunch Denstro. And now Shrimp McDaniel will reach on a walk, a 4-pitch walk. Henry pops up to right, easy out, leaving 2 stranded. We'll go top of the 5th, my last frame. Krabs tied up here in an elimination game. That's a pop-up, pop-out for out number 1 for Alou. Benito. Strikeout looking. That was a full count. Strikeout looking unbelievable. Kim Ji-woo in for OBX. That's going to drop in left for Cove. That's a sliding double for Cove. And a ground out to short, leaving another runner on base. The Krabs will go bottom of the 5th with Enoch.
all right, it'll be Donut, Harper, McNeely coming up as Donut will sky this to shallow center for the first out. And that's a strikeout for Harper for the second out. 6 strikeouts for Meta so far. McNeely. And that is a line out to the shortstop. So there's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 6th. We're tied at 3. It will be the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the Krabs. Cool Crab leading things off with a ground out to third. That's 1 out. Raru strikes out. Whiskey Fuse will ground out. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, still tied at 3. Wakata Khan leading things off with a strikeout looking. 7th strikeout for Flamethrower Meta. Beckett Brooks. Oh, there's a pitching change. Ike Samson comes in as Brooks hit this one fairly deep to left, but it'll be caught for the second out. Garbanzo will hit a grounder to Cove, and that will be all. We now go to the top of the 7th. It is Wu is still in the game, and that's an infield hit for Jordan Gonzalez, and he'll take. Okay. I got faked out. So, but he ended up the second on a wild pitch. Goose would strike out, and Alou strikes out as well. Baron Mara came in to pitch. Benito will draw the walk, so 2 on, 2 out. And that is a ground out for Cove. They threaten but cannot score. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Denstro leading things off with a fly ball to center for the first out. McDaniel will strike out swinging. Henry strikes out because he cannot hold up, and that will be it. Ike Samson have had a good series so far. Go to the top of the 8th. Dan King Jr. will ground out to the shortstop. Cool Crab. That is a pop up to foul territory. It'll be caught by McNeely for the second out. Raru hit this one fairly deep, but it'll be caught in center field by Donuts. We go to the bottom of the 8th now. Donuts leading things off. and that is a fly out to right. Harper, that is a ground out to second. McNeely will get to them past a diving Cove, and he'll get himself a 2-out base hit. Okada Khan will ground out to second, and that will be all. We're still tied at 3, and we now go to the top of the 9th. Whiskey Fuse will lead things off against Wombat Jones. As Fuse will fly out to center. Nice diving catch there by Donut. A ground out. No, a bobble by McNeely, and Gonzalez is safe, but Gonzalez will get thrown out. Wow. 10.
What?
That is impressive. Swanson Goose will ground out. And what an arm by Denstro to save
Holy.
that. And Brooks with a base hit through Cove? Sure, why not? And
Right.
That's a strikeout for Gabanzo. And that's a base hit.
Oh!
Denstro. These to the wall. Will they send the runner? They send a runner. They send a runner. And that's it.
Oh!
That's an RBI triple by Tunch Denstro. And OBX will move on with a sweep of the Providence Crab. Tunch Denstro single-handedly won this game with a incredible throwout of Jordan Gonzalez in the 8th and on the top of the 9th, and then the RBI triple. I think it's a triple. Did he give him a triple? No, they gave him a double. Yeah, I guess it's a double when he made it there on the throw, but the throw was to him. Okay, that makes no sense. All right. That's not a triple though. They didn't give him a triple.
Yeah, they didn't mark it as a triple. They didn't score it as a triple.
That's BS. That wasn't even
They scored it as a fielder's choice double.
They threw. Oh well, whatever.
But they threw the ball at third. No, they had to throw the ball at home though. That's the problem.
I guess. Okay, I guess. Well, okay. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and debate what it is. Either way, he walked it off. Not like we could change that anyways. Congratulations to Outer Banks Aviators. They move on to the conference final and are waiting for the winner of the Sloths Pathfinders. What a season it has been for the Aviators. Great job by Bailey and Benny. And they see themselves, in this conference final. All right, and congratulations to the Crabs. They did have a good season. They did win the Legends East with 61 wins. Best of luck next season. They are led by Cove and Jordan Gonzalez. Only really scored 3 runs here. Outer Banks with 4 runs, really, not that much more. But they were led by Brooks and McNeely, and also Denstro as well. Pitching wise, it is Choi picking up the loss, and Wombat Jones getting the win. Player of the game is Beckett Brooks. Save this. Okay, next game. Was there a... we're going to give the next prediction up. Let's see what that is. Come on. Nothing like Chrome freezing up on me, so... Okay, Indy, Nashville, total unders, 10.5 runs. Indy made it past 10.5 runs themselves, so I don't know. All right, I'm going to give you guys a minute to do this. I'm going to get this over here.
Bro, I literally have 3 channel points. What the heck? I gotta stop gambling, man. I need to call the hotline.
I just think you make bad picks.
That's a very safe and educated opinion.
I mean, you and the ChaosMod combined, that's what happened.
Yeah, I apologize. Honestly, I wore a shirt, and I expressed that over the airwaves tonight, earlier tonight. And the Crabs lost, as there's a deep fly to left field, and that'll be a home run. Well, I guess a triple or a double. But yeah, I'm sorry, Providence. To my bosses in Providence, I'm sorry. I'm so terribly, terribly sorry. I may never wear this headset ever again.
It's true. So true. All right. Let's kick this off. Why don't you take the first half again? I need to step away for a few minutes, and then I will be back. So let's start this off. And Nolan, you can, I guess, you could stop, the prediction, like, in a minute or so. Not even. So I will be back.
Let's do it. Yeah, it's my fault, Irma's. I shouldn't have kissed her before the stream. That's a pop out from Nitro to start us off. And a ground out from the Jew with Dizzy Stoner on the mound for Nashville. That's a base hit for Slammer. Nashville needs a win to stay alive. We have a potential to see back-to-back sweeps if Indy wins. That's a Fernandez ground out. Slammer reached on a single before that, so they left one runner stranded. We'll go Valor Jr., 43 and a quarter, and then Pilsudski. That's a base hit. Shortstop could not make the play. That's a Valor Jr. single, and Valor will take off. My teammate in the SHL. That's going to be a stolen base. That's going to lead to an RBI triple, an actual triple. I'm sure they will score it as such. They do. And Nashville, thanks to Pilsudski's RBI triple, now lead 43 and a quarter. Excuse me. Pilsudski did strike out, and now 43 and a quarter will finish it by reaching home off the wild pitch. So it's 2-0 Nashville. Only one out recorded. That's a ground out from Taylor. Andrews Jr. with the walk. The 0-1. And that's a DeVille base hit. Oh, but the runner got greedy. Third base coach, probably Zach, sent the runner errantly. And now the inning is over. We'll go to the top of the second. Oh, and a bobbled ball at third. Well, they called an error. They do. It's a strikeout for catcher Scudder. Cove. 5-4-3 double play. And Nashville gets out of there. Dizzy Stoner only 18 pitches deep after 2 half innings. 2 innings, I should say. Bottom second, Cove, strikeout. And Quant on the Indy side has much more pitches than his opponent. And that's a base hit for Sakudo. Kulik Warren. 6-4-3 double play. That ends the inning. We'll go top 3. Indy trying to get the sweep. Nashville, they have other plans. Milligan, base hit on the right side. That drops. Nakamura will walk, so the leading run is approaching the batter's box. It's Nate Nitro. 6-4-3 double play. Just like that, it's 2 outs. Full count walk for the Jew. Slammer. Oh, and the Jew takes off. In there safely. Grounder, ground out. They left 2 on base. Did not take advantage of those base runners. And it's still 2-0 Nashville. And that's a fly ball. A fly out for Valor Jr. Chat's popping off against me. 43 and a quarter. It's just a regular Tuesday at that point. Pilsudski. 5. Oh, the 5-3, but the throw was not in time. Infield single. Did that ball come in from the outfield? Oh, no, that was your mouse, I think. Andrews Jr. Oh, and the errant throw at first. They did the hit and run because it was full count. With bases loaded. And DeVille draws a full count walk. Nashville puts up their 3rd run. Here in the bottom of the 3rd, it's 2 outs still. Another walked-in run. That's back-to-back
peak
walk-in
OTP
runs.
now.
Quant Samalis Jr. struggling here. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. Another walked-in run. I don't think I've ever seen this. Back-to-back-to-back. Walked-in runs. The pitcher needs help, and they finally get pulled. Ortiz checks in. And that ends the
Oof.
bottom of the third. All 3 runs were walked in this half inning. It's 5-0. We're going top of the fourth. Indy's got their work cut out for them. Base hit for D. Only 2 RBI in this series for D. McKenzie, that's going to drop and hit the wall in right center. Will they score their first run of the game? D's got some speed, but elects to park. Probably a good decision. 2 on, no outs. Grounder to short, but the RBI out for catcher Scudder. It's 5-1. Indy gets their first run. Cove, 1 on, 1 out. That's going to drop. Oh, and they don't send the runner. That was hit pretty deep. Milligan, a full count walk. Will we see another walked-in run? Nakamura. Oh my goodness. That's the 4th walked-in run of the game.
ChaosMod turned to 12.
Will we see another walk-in run? We did. Nitro. This is deep. Oh, not deep enough.
Oh.
Oh, what a grab and left. The running grab. But it's a sac fly. It's 5-3. Nashville over Indy. And that fly ball in center ends the inning. And Indy does score 3. They show some fight. They're not going to go down in this game without a fight. They are up 2 in the series. That's a base hit for Valor Jr. 43 1/4. Oh, and Valor Jr. takes off. Oh, what a throw. Catcher Scudder with a demon of a throw from behind home plate. Not to be confused with the Detroit Demons. Single for 43 1/4. Line out for Pilsudski. Taylor. And second baseman steps on the bag and gets the final out. Nice inning for Jose Rodriguez Ortiz of the Apex. So now the Apex, after scoring 3 last time up, have a chance to add. Slammer. And try to get back in this game. That's an infield single. 4-6-3. Easy double play. And now with 2 outs, nobody on. It's McKenzie with the ground out. So, scoreless top of the 5th. We'll go bottom of the 5th with Enoch in a 5-3 ball game.
All right, it'll be Andrews Jr. leading things off, and that is a ground out to the first baseman. DeVille, that is a fly ball to right for a second out. Shawnee will ground out to first. 1-2-3 inning for Ortiz, pitching very well since coming out of the pen. No strikeouts though, but it's all the outs that matters. We go to the top of the 6th now. It'll be catcher Scudder leading things off with a strikeout against Project Saint. Bella Cove up next. Cove will get this into left for a base hit, having himself a very nice series so far. Milligan will strike out looking. Nakamura against Phil Donahue. And Donahue will strike out Nakamura looking. And that will be it for Indy. We go to the bottom of 6 here. It'll be the 8-9 one-hitters coming up for the Stars. Sakudo will drop this into right for a base hit against Ortiz. Kulik Warren strikes out, so that's the first strikeout for Ortiz. Go to Valor Jr., and that is a ground into a 4-6-3 double play. And still 5-3. We go to the top of the 7th now. Top of the lineup for the Apex. Nitro leading things off. That's a walk to Nitro. The Jew and Nitro take off to second. Well, a throw. And Nitro takes off for third. And that's 2 stolen bases. And Josh will strike out for the first out. Rake Slammer strikes out as well. That's 2 out. So now D. Fernandez will draw the walk. Runners at the corner. 2 out for McKenzie. As Jose 43 comes in and strikes out McKenzie. So Nitro made it all the way to third with no outs, and they cannot get him home. We go to the bottom of the 7th, stretch time. Jose 43 1/4 leading things off with a base hit to right field against Mason Williams. Pilsudski as and 43 1/3, 43 and whatever a quarter, steal second. And Taylor will strike out. Andrews will drop this into the gap, and that should score a run. Hayden Andrews Jr. with an RBI double. It'll be 6-3 Nashville. Nash DeVille will strike out looking to end the inning. Nashville tag one more up. We go to the top of the eighth. Not a lot of time left for the apex. Catcher Scudder leading things off against Jose 43. And that is a fly ball to center. First out. Bellic Cove will hole up and he'll draw the walk. Milligan will fly out to left for the second out. Nakamura. That is a ground out to short, and he'll go the short way to get Cove out for the third out. Bottom of the eighth. 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the Stars. And that's a walk to Winey's Cove. Sakudo will drop this into right for a base hit, and Cove will go to third. Runners at the corner, no out for Kulik Warren, who will strike out. Bubble comes in, and okay. And that's a walk. Bases is now loaded, 1 out for Valor Jr. And that's a base hit for 43 and a quarter, and that would score another run. 7-3 now, Nashville. Pilsudski will fly. Sky this is center. That should bring in the run, and I am very certain. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter because they overthrown it, but I thought the runner went too early, but it doesn't matter. And that's a strikeout to De'Aaron Taylor to end the inning. They scored 2 more. It's 8-3. Yeah, runner was early.
They're saying, yeah, chat popping off.
Yeah, runner's early. Anyways,
Angel Rodriguez retired from the MLB and then came into the PBE.
And that's a base hit. Jude, that's a double. And runners at second and third for no out for Slammer. And that is a strikeout looking for Slammer. D. Fernandez coming up. That is a deep drive. Fernandez with his second home run of the series is now 8-6. Got to give Nashville a scare there, so it'll be McKenzie coming up. It's only 1 out still. Jabari Crunk comes in. That is a base hit to the wall. McKenzie will get himself a double. And that is a walk to catcher Scudder, and Bellic Cove comes in. Cove will hit this to shallow center, and that will be caught for the second out. And it'll be Milligan. And Milligan will draw the walk. It'll be Nakamura.
2 outs.
Nakamura will ground out to the shortstop to end the game. So they gave it a ride there. And the final score is 8-6. Nashville survives. And Nashville it'll be a 2-1 series. Right? And, hang on. Let me update these guys. Okay. I think that's it. All right. So, Indy led by D. Fernandez. 2 for 4. 3 RBIs there. And over on Nashville's side, 5 for 5 days, 2 RBIs, and a stolen base for Jose 43 and a quarter. That's insane. Okay, as a catcher. 3 for 3 day for Sakudo as well. Pitching wise, Simicallis getting the loss. Just some walking in all sorts of runs there. Just wasn't a good game. Nashville pitching. Project Sync gaining the win. Donahue to hole. Jose 43 to hole, and Crunk with the save. Jose 43 and a quarter is the player of the game. All right.
Damn. That was a game.
Do we know Nick's game? Oh yeah, let's do this. Let's call Nick's game. We're gonna go to the minors first because we've been watching all these guys. We're gonna go with Homicide. Maybe you want to write this down because I'm gonna go Chicago Firehawks.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, Chicago Firehawks. That's the Knicks game, Nolan. Okay, then we're gonna jump back into the majors to get Sloth Pathfinders. Somebody remind me later. And then we're gonna jump back into the minors for Flamingos Armadillos, and then we're gonna do Luna Base Toros, and then last will be Nashville Indy. I'm gonna forward a day. Let's save this
I'm
again.
gonna
We're gonna.
message that in the
Thank
playoff
you.
server.
Thank you. Okay. We're gonna take a look at the pens. So Toros, this is your pen right now. Basically, everyone is tired except for Nix. Indy, this is your pen. Farnsworth and Crane Pull seems okay. Luna Base, this is your pen.
Can we get a stamina check on the GMs from both those teams from that game?
They're dead. Don't worry about it. They're dead. Nashville, this is your pen. And this series over. Sloth, this is your pen. Everybody is rested except for Kumaro, who's slightly tired. Pathfinders. Pathfinder, you're pretty well rested. J Doctor probably is rested on that, but all right. Down to the miners. Dillos.
Damn, Miss Obvious is back. Oh damn. Oh, and Hannah G too. Everybody's here.
Is
It's
this
a
the
family reunion.
Firehawks?
I'm sure Miss is listening
Kingpin?
to us on mute as always, so I can say whatever I want about him. He'll never know.
And Flamingos. Alright, so now I'm gonna go here, up top, top to bottom, Apex. Can we
Thanks
see
for letting
BP?
me know in chat that you have me muted, Scud.
Pass, I showed the BP already. Alright, did I not show Apex?
I was worried. I was worried about that.
This is yours. So yes, we did. Okay, pass. Alright. Stars. Lineup changes. Alright, so let's go down to Nashville. If I can spell lineup. Move Ichiban to the 2-hole in both lineup and every down one spot. And also move Hayden Andrews up one spot to whoever's in front of him in both lineup.
Scud, I hate that you made me actually check. I am way too gullible.
I don't know if this is what they mean. This is kind of everybody down one spot. And move Hayden Andrews up one spot. In, I assume both lineups. I guess, is that what you want, Zach?
Damn, this is fun.
This is not very clear, but that's what you asked for.
It's nice to not be in the playoffs.
All right, we're gonna go to Toros first. Stars, if it's not right or that's not what you mean, you know, let me know. We're gonna go down to Toros first. It will be Armored Gird, unspecify, avoid. It'll be center field, middle, use more, setup. And there is a Picora is high leverage.
Her build is correct, right? I'm assuming it is.
Well, someone else can check that.
I don't think I've ever seen an ERA that high ever.
Well, it's 2 games and 2 bad games or something like that. So
Right.
it happens. So.
No, you're right. You're right.
All right, let's back to the stars. One more. All right, fine. Shawnee down one spot in right.
Damn it,
Oh wait, that's
Scud.
left. Shawnee down one spot in right. Okay. All right. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy this break. So, where I don't have to stress and laugh at everyone else that.
Agreed. I get to watch all of you stress. I don't have to stress. You know how many times I've called my own player in the broadcast booth, like giving up a World Series or a series, like a playoff series? I don't have to do that this year.
Oh, I mean, wait. Yeah. Okay. All right. Stopper. 7 and close. Middle.
Dirk,
Wait, no.
my heart, bro.
Marston.
I'm sorry.
Middle. All right. Let's see here.
That's a great question, Kit. I actually picked the Toros to win the World Series in my
Oh
playoff
gosh.
predictions.
Okay. Well.
I know.
All right. Well. Okay.
I'm an honest man. What can I say?
Pathfinders. Let's. Okay. Stop telling everybody what you did. Change the right hand lineup to match the left hand lineup.
Look, if I don't get to be in the playoffs, then
I also swapped Dynamite and Johnson for both. All right.
I'm kidding. I'd like to see Bianca win her first World Series. I'm farting in the club.
All right. Dillos. It is Rockman. Middle. Use more often. High leverage. Sauce. Long relief. Did I get the right one? Long relief. Normal. Kingpins. Bauer and Enoch to less often. Frankie to middle. Normal. Captain to specialist. Right hand. Middle. Alright. Firehawks. Caleb is asleep. Alright. I may have missed. Okay. Flamingos. This is your pitching. Okay, while you do that, I'm going to go back to the Space Rangers. No setup on green, please. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Missed that. All right, Flamingos. Give you ball hair, use less.
Thank you for the sub, Naspace.
Mira, use
14
more.
months. It's crazy how long you've been in the league. It feels like you joined yesterday.
All right. That's good. All right. All right, let's save this again. All right.
Thanks for drafting me back to the Swifties. We'll be back. We'll be in the spot next year. I'm not worried.
Don't worry. Bummus will give it up again. Don't you worry
We'll
about
be back
that.
here. I can't guarantee anything after that, but we'll be here.
Be somewhere.
We'll be so. Scud's like, I'm worried. That's right. He's my new GM. Hi, Scud.
All right. Okay, so order Chicago Cali. So that is the first game that we're going to. Last chance. If you need something, ping me in about 5 seconds because we're gonna start this up. Something about double plays, right? Okay, total double plays. Over under. Okay.
Was that not public yet? Man, I'm the worst. Whatever.
You just leaked. Oh my goodness. All right. I will take the first 5. You take the last 5. Why don't we do that this time?
Okay, it was public. All right. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Best of luck. Hang on. Let me just move some stuff around so I can see things properly.
Thank you, Parquad. I feel less bad about that statement.
All right. Okay. Good luck, Kingpins. Good luck, Firehawks. We're gonna get this rolling. It will be the Kingpins coming up to bat. It'll be Jobu, Hongball, and Dawson up against Minerva Matson. Yep, that's being a pitcher. Nothing like the spotlight being on you. And that is a ground out by Jobu for the first out. Honkball strikes out. Matson's first strikeout of the game. Go to Tiger Dawson, the number 3 hitter. Dawson will sky this and gone. I wasn't sure there. It looked like I wasn't sure it was going to go out, but Tiger Dawson with their first home run of the playoffs, and it will give Chicago a 1-0 lead. Honkball will strike out looking. So, Chicago jumps off to a 1-0 lead against Cali, and it will be Baz Reeves, Nick Scott, and Dipley Splorger coming up for the Firehawks, up against Jay Blanco. And there's a walk to Reeves, a stolen base threat. But he will stay put as Scott will drop this into left for a base hit. 2 on, no out for Splorger. And that is doesn't get away. Splorger will ground into a double play, but it will move Reeves up to third. And that is a base hit by Smalls past a diving third baseman. The game is now tied as Reeves comes in to score 1-1. Nico Hernandez will drop this into center for a base hit. 2 on, 2 out for Snick, a red hot Snick. Snick will drop this into center field, and that will score another run. It's 2-1 California. Bubba Frank comes up, and he'll get hit. Bases is now loaded for Andrew Spikes. Spikes will hit a slow roller to shortstop, and he will get him out. But the Firehawks do score 2. We go to the top of the second now. It'll be Sakir Freezes, Lon Gnomes, and Silvera coming up as Freezes grounds out. Gnomes will ground out as well. Silvera will pop up in the infield. It'll be caught by the second baseman. 1-2-3 inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. The 9-hitter, Jeff Newfan coming up. Or Jeff Lumo Newfan. That is a ground out to the first baseman. First out. Baz Reeves will hit this one to center. That will be caught in the center field. Nick Scott will pop up in the infield, caught by the first baseman for the third out. Now we go to the top of the third. Nathan Ecker leading things off, and that is a fly out to shallow right for the first out. Joe Smith will fly out to pretty much the same spot. Jobu will ground out to the shortstop, and that's a 1-2-3 inning again. The middle of the lineup is coming up for the Firehawks. It's Splorger, Smalls, and Nico Hernandez coming up. And that's a pop-up by Splorger, and that's the first out. Smalls will draw the walk. Nico Hernandez will drop this into center field. Base hit. 2 on, 1 out for Sneck. Sneck dropped this into left field. They'll hold the runner. Bases loaded with 1 out for Bubba Frank. Frank will hit this one deep. That should bring in a run. And it does. It's 3-1 California. Andrew Spikes will hit a grounder to second, and that will be the third out. Cali tags on a run. It's 3-1 now. We go to the top of the fourth. Dave Honkball will hit a fly ball to center. That will be caught for the first out. Tiger Dawson hit this into right field for the second out. Bob Honkball, and he'll ground out to the third baseman. 1, 2, 3 inning again. We now go to the bottom of the fourth. Newfen will ground out. First out. There's a pitching change. Chico Perez comes in, and Reeves will draw the walk. Nick Scott will hit this into left field for a base hit. 2 on, 1 out for Splorger. Splorger will fly this into left center, and they'll be caught. Smalls will strike out swinging. So they threaten but do not score. Go to the top of the fifth. Freezes will lead things off for the Kingpins. And he'll ground out to third for the first out. Gnomes will hit this one deep. And that's gone. Lawn Gnomes with the first home run of the playoffs. They close the gap. It's 3-2 now. Both runs and both hits are home runs for the Kingpins. Silvera Jr. will sky this to right, and that will be caught for the second out. Ecker will fly out to center, and that will be the third out. Chicago chips away a little bit here. It's 3-2 now. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Take it away, Hummus.
Here we go. This is a pop-up from Nico Hernandez, a pop out for out number 1. A grounder, ground out for Sneck for out number 2. And strike 3, that's Frank, Bubba Frank. So it's a quick inning of work for Checo Perez. And now we'll go to the top of the 6th with Chicago. That's a ground out for Smith. That's Joe Smith. Out number 1. Jobu strikeout, out number 2. With Minerva Madsen, who's in with chat with us on the mound still. That's a base hit for a honk ball. And another, it's a grounder, ground out for Dawson.
That's so funny. A slow roller, and he just falls on it.
Dove for it anyway. Got to get there quick. That's a ground out for Spikes. Ground out for New Fam. Here in the bottom of the 6th, California does lead 3-2, and that's over the center field. His head misjudged it. Looks like they were there, but did not make the play. Pitching change now. Frankie Francisco checks it for Chicago. That's a ground out for Scott to end the bottom of the 6th. And we'll go top 7 Chicago. We'll bring up honk ball. No homers in this series. That's a walk, though. A full count walk. There's a pop up and a pop out for out number 1. That's Freeses.
Oh.
This is deep. And that's gone to dead center. Gnomes will hit a 2-run blast to take the lead.
Ouch.
And that's huge because they take the lead. This win for them would force a game 5. And that was crushed. 430 feet. Wow. Silvera Jr. with a pop-up and pop-out for out number 2, Chicago. Trying to ride some momentum. This is going to hit the wall in center. A sliding double for Ecker. Smith rolls it to the pitcher. That's a ground out. But Chicago, with that 2-run blast, they lead 4-3. California trying to end the series. The error allows Splorger to reach first. A pop out for Smalls. Hernandez. Grounder 4-6-3 to end the inning. And Chicago looking for some more energy here. They're up a run. Looking to add. That's a ground out to second from Jobu. A walk for honk ball. That's a full count walk. So now we got Dawson with 1 on. The 5, the 4, but not the 3. Okay. So 1 on with 2 outs for honk ball. And that's a strikeout. So California with Lucas Winalito recording that last out. No damage done in that half inning. So California need to tie it. That's a strikeout for Sneck. Frank hitting 154 in this series. That's a strikeout. 2 outs now. That's a base hit for Spikes. So now another pitching change. Crony. And a pop out to right. Chicago, one more chance to add insurance in this game. It's top of the ninth. They're up 4-3. Freezes. A very sharply hit ball to second. Couldn't handle it. That's a strikeout for Gnomes. One on. Now 2 outs after that strikeout from Silvera Jr.
Ooh.
Another strikeout. Back-to-back-to-back strikeouts from Winalito. And now California have a chance to move to the Final Four, to move on to Thursday. If they win this game, Reeves, ground out. Scott popped it up to left. A pop out. Crony. And they can't make the throw in time. Sports are showing the speed. Smalls,
Ooh.
that ends it. And we'll see a game 5, folks. Chicago ties it up 2-2 with a 4-3 win at California. And let's see, 3 RBI day for Gnomes, the DH. And then on the other side, 2 hits for Hernandez and Sneck. The loss goes to Viram, and the blown save also goes to Viram. The win goes to Francisco. The save goes to Crony. And Lon Gnomes is your player of the game. Big day at the plate. 2 for 4, 3 runs scored. I think.
Oh. I think, okay, so payout, because there's only
2
one
runs
double
scored.
play.
Looks like they did the payout,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken.
All right. We're gonna give it a minute. The next one is Sloth Pathfinders. So Nolan, whenever you get a chance to get that up, and we'll give people a minute to do whatever the prediction is. The Sloths at home could close this out. And it will be, needless to say, a pretty big upset. Bracket buster for. No, Apex goes last. I already said it. It's already been written in stone. All right, total hits. I'm gonna give you all a 20 hits. Wow, that's really. Did everybody run out of points now? Yeah. Alright, while we wait, I'm gonna see if I have anything. Kingpins. Alright, Kingpins has some kind of change, I assume. And I'm gonna mark this unread. What's over here? All right, we're gonna kick this off then. I start, you end again. Hummus?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Sorry.
Okay, it'll be Thrasherson versus DePoyo, the battle of the aces. Mills, Brinkley Jr. and Dinamite is up against DePoyo.
Here we go.
Alrighty. Kendrick Mills leading things off with a strikeout looking against DePoyo. DePoyo had a very poor game 1. Trying to make up for it here as Brinkley Jr. will ground out. Dinamite. will. Oh, they had to shift on perfectly. 1-2-3 inning to Puyo. We go on to the Slavs. It'll be Brown, Marcus, Zane Cole. Brown strikes out swinging. Marcus will ground out. Zane Cole will pop out into left, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning for Thrasherson. Back to the Pathfinder we go. Zach Johnson Jr. leading things off. And he will strike out looking. Mo Love, who has not had a hit yet. He's 0-11. Strikes out swinging. Make that 0-12. Jeff Lewis will line out to right field. And it will be a diving catch by Jock Hammer to save a hit. Go to the bottom of the second here. It'll be the 4-5-6 hitter. Lanikai, Fresca, and Hammer. As Lanikai will fly out to center. That's one out. Fresca, the shortstop, will hit this one deep. That's gone. Antonio Fresca. I'm pretty sure his other hit is a home run as well. So that's a 1-0 lead as Hammer hit this one deep, and it'll be caught in center field. Slammed off. Strikeout swinging. San Antonio gets a 1-0 lead. We go back to the Pathfinders. Top of the third. Bob Catter leading things off with a strikeout. Fourth strikeout for DePoyo. Notice Ixon strikes out swinging. Deathrich will hit a grounder to third, and he'll beat it out for an infield hit. Mills will hit this into third and no throw, so 2 straight infield hit. Brinkley Jr. will strike out swinging. 6th strikeout for DePoyo. Bottom of the third we go. Wolfington Jr. leading things off. That is a base hit into right field. Long pipe. Base hit into left field. 2 on, no out for Bartholomew Brown, who's strikeout swinging. Don Marcus will hit this one into the gap. That will be 1 run score, 2 runs scored, 2-run double for Don Marcus, and the Slavs have a 3-0 lead.
Wow.
And that is a ground out by Zane Cole. Lanikai will ground out to second. Inning over. Top of the fourth. Toronto needs to find their offense, which is pretty much non-existent so far. And that is a fly ball by Dinamite to right, and that will be caught for the first out. Zach Johnson Jr. fly ball to center, caught for the second out. Mo Love will get a base hit, so first hit for Mo Love here, a 2-out hit. Jeff Lewis will strike out swinging. So DePoyo with 7 strikeouts so far through 4.
This series is nutty.
Fresca will line out to first for the first out. And Jock Hammer getting his first hit of the playoffs as well. Slammed off. Will fly out to center for a second out. Wolfington Jr. will ground out to third base. They will go the short way. Sloth still up 3-0. Pathfinders up 7-8-9 hitter. And Catter will ground out. Ixon will hit a little. What is that? No idea what it is, but it's an out. And Deathrich will strike out 1-2-3 inning. DePoyo has 8 strikeout through 5. Hummus, take it away.
Here we go. Unbelievable what the Sloths are doing right now. Ground out for long pipe. Brown. Pop up. Pop out. That's 2 outs now. Oh, and the second they shifted and still couldn't make the play. It's a Don Marcus single and a strikeout from Zane Cole, who had an incredible season at the plate this past year in the Legends Conference. So we're going top 6. Toronto scoreless so far. That might change. Mills, base hit. No stolen bases for Mills. I guess he probably won't run then.
Yeah, probably not. Oh, wow.
They get both?
They got both.
That was a very unconventional double play. So Dinamite will walk. Johnson Jr. That's gonna drop for a base hit.
Oh, they're in the
Two
bullpen.
base runners with 2 outs. Mo Love.
Oh
It's deep, and it's gone. Mo Love just got his first hit of the series
no,
last
it's
time
second hit.
up,
Second. Oh, okay. It's last time out. Yeah.
and this was his second hit. So his second hit of the
Oh.
series was a 3-run blast to tie it up. Unbelievable. And obviously, he's always lurking in chat. I was wondering if
Oh
he
boy.
was after seeing
Ah.
him struggle. That's a
Did
ground
we
out for
catch how
Lewis.
many pitches was DePoyle at? Because he got pulled pretty early, in my
Yeah,
opinion. But
yeah. So Golden spells in. We got a base hit for Lanikai now for the Sloss. So the Pathfinders tied it up in the top of the sixth. Now the Sloss get to bat in the bottom. That's a 5-4 fielder's choice out. Hammer. Oh, and they get the lead runner. Great play by the catcher. That was Mills. And that's a
oh,
base hit in the left center gap. Slammed off. They don't send the runner from third. Interesting decision. Now Wolfington with 2 outs. A strikeout. So, I don't know. I guess not a bad decision with a good bat and Wolfington coming up, but they left a runner, a couple runners stranded. It's a ground out for Catter to start the top of the seventh. Glorbenspiel still in for San Antonio. That's a fly out for Ixon. And D the Rage will ground out. So 1, 2, 3, they go. The Pathfinders do. So now the Sloss. They'll bring up Long Pipe. That's a strikeout.
Man.
Yeah, Thrasherson. What a great outing. Inning eater, Thrasherson. Cover athlete. That's a Brown line out. Marcus.
Oh.
Over the right fielder. I thought that was going to be a catch. Oh, going for 3. Oh. I thought that was going to be 3.
Now
Pitching
we're
change finally. Solo. That's deep. Oh, that kept going. That ball just kept traveling.
Oh my goodness.
To left field.
A
Zane
misplay.
Cole,
Oh my.
talked about Zane earlier. Had an incredible season for the Sloss. Now an incredible postseason. That's going to drop in right field for Lanikai. The Sloss with a chance to move on to the conference finals. That's a pop-up, pop-out for Fresca. And we go top 8. Mills. A walk. So Brinkley Jr. Oh, it's a 4-pitch walk. That's going to be a catch in left center. What a grab from Lanikai. Oh, and the shortstop cannot handle that base hit from Dinamite. Johnson Jr. Ground out at first, but both runners move, and a strikeout from Love. Had that big homer earlier, but
wow.
An inopportune strikeout in the top of the 8th. So Sloss up 2. Elimination game. A line out to short from Hammer. Grounder to short. That's slammed off. Ground out. And that's going to drop in center. Wolfington with a single and a strikeout from Long Pipe. So Solo has given up 1 earned run. Had a clean inning there. Now we'll see Jeff Lewis for the Pathfinders. Top of the 9th. Last chance. Season on the line. Base hit on the right side for Jeff Lewis. Bob Catter with 1 on. That's going to drop. Leading run approaching home plate. It's Notice Ixon. That's deep. Oh, and no doubter. See ya. With no outs recorded in the inning.
Goodness.
A 3-run blast. 438 feet. And just like that, the Pathfinders, season on the line, take a 1-run lead.
Oh my goodness, this is insane.
In the top of the 9th with a chance to add more. Komoro still in the game for San Antonio. That's a ground out for D the Rage. Mills with a fly out to center. Brinkley Jr. pops it up and pops it out. But hey, they did what they had to do. They got the lead. Now all the pressure falls on the bullpen.
Why is Solo still in there?
Solo still in. Ground out for out number 1 for Brown. Still Solo. That's a base hit. That hit the wall and left.
Is everybody else just dead? Oh, now they got
change. Fring. That's a pop up and a pop out for Cole. Lanikai. This is it. Oh, it's past the left side. Past the third baseman.
Oh my goodness.
And they tie it up. Lanikai. The third hit of the series for Lanikai was as big as it gets. Now the game goes to 10 innings. Extra innings. First free baseball game of the playoff stream. Dynamite strikeout. This is great. Defending champs have to fight for their lives here in the first round. A strikeout for Johnson Jr. Komuro, 21 pitches in. 2 earned runs. Does not care. That's 2 strikeouts. Oh, that's going to drop. Oh, that almost had enough distance for a home run. It just fell short of a home run. Lewis. And grounds out to the pitcher. And here we go. Walk-off chance for the Sloths. Oh, my goodness, folks. This is a pop-up. You take the 11th, Enoch, if there is one. That's a pop-out. Slammed off. Oh, and that's going to be extra bases for slammed off. They're going to slide in for a double. So Woofington on fire. Oh, an intentional walk. Smart. Now you have a force out at third, second, and first.
No.
That's going to drop. That's game. That's
game.
Oh,
my goodness.
Lenny Longpipe with the walk-off in the bottom of the 10th. The Sloths knock out the defending champion Pathfinders in the first round. My goodness.
Wow. Look at that graph. This is
unbelievable.
This is where your bullpen, like, you just cry a lot because.
Are you kidding me?
Oh boy.
Everyone's playoff bracket. Most of y'all.
Oh, yes. Everybody's bracket's just been broken. So we're done. No one's getting more than like 2
points. Forget about
points.
your TPE. Your TPE has been burned.
Your TPE's been wiped.
Smithereens, folks. Yeah.
Except for all the Sloths, because I'm pretty sure all the Sloths. Actually, no. It kind of depends. If they're like me, they'll actually bet against themselves. It's a win-win. You either move on or you get the TPE.
Benny the Jet, the Chaos Mod has gotten out of hand. Need to dial it back.
No. We dial up to 12. You saw what I posted. It's up to 12 now. See.
Unbelievable.
See, this is, you blame it on Kit. Kit said that it wasn't dialed up enough before, and that's on Kit now. So.
The bootleg Chaos Mod.
Yeah, bootleg Chaos Mod.
I think you officially have the main Chaos Mod file at this point. Sorry,
Let's go. Let's go. Anything AJ can do, I can do better. So, all right.
That's true.
All right. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's move on. Okay, congratulations to the Sloths. Wow. All right, let's see here. I think we said. Let me go back here. No.
I finally understand what Dirk was trying to say with the KEIJHOUS. It took me all night to figure out what the hell he was doing.
What? Oh, I wasn't looking.
He spelled chaos. He spelled it KEIGHOUS. Chaos.
Oh.
Module.
Okay. All right. Flamingos Dillos. That is our next game. Nolan. Put up the prediction, and we'll give everybody a minute.
How many series are done? 2, right?
Let me. While he's doing that, I have to update this thing. So.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh my.
It is OBX versus San Antonio. Everybody's full prediction at the beginning of the year of where the Legends Conference Final will be. Okay, that's set. Not done. Chicago and Cali is 2-2, right? Yeah. And
it's right there. It says I see 2-1 on your screen.
Yeah, I just. All right. I am sending a little shade. All right. Well, this OTP bullpen usage. Okay, so the prediction is up. Is which come first, home run, stolen base? Let me. I get a little curious because I always like strategies and learning from what OTP may or may not do. So yeah, don't know. Um, Hard to tell, but I don't know why they didn't put in doctor at any point. That stopper row is a little weird. Um, that stopper row gets a little funky. Oh, he's rested. I don't know why he's rested. Okay, well, I don't know. I wish I could explain it to you, but I can't. So, or maybe I do know. I'm just not explaining it. All right, let's go here. Let's get this game rolling. Let me get the first half. You get the bottom half. Last half. Home run. And so let's get this going.
Wow.
Yeah, Kit. Me and you both. So there are times when yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bruh, the Toros last season had their worst reliever in the most important part of the most important game. Me. And it wasn't fun.
Yeah, sometimes yeah, you live and learn. So anyways, Dan Johnston will lead things off with a fly out. Sean Carr crashes up next, and that is a fly out to center against Rockford Cotswold. Bon Appetit will fly out to right. That is a 1-2-3 inning for Cotsworth. We go to the Dillos. They're up with Justin Fern leading things off against J.C. Swishman. And that is a strikeout, but the ball gets away and he'll be thrown out. Hoodlum Havoc will hit a little dribbler to the catcher. He'll be thrown out for second out. Hal Jordan, that is a ground out to first base. 1-2-3 inning again, also, and we go to the top of the second. Tommy Callahan leading things off, and that is a fly ball to center, first out. Mark Southworth with a ground out. Crazy Tomato the second will hit this into right, and it'll be caught for the third out. So nothing to it. We go to the bottom of the second. 4-5-6 for the Dillos coming up as Buckshank will fly out to center. Barker Bubs hit this one to right, and that will be caught. Harry Callahan will drop this into left, and that's a base hit, first hit of the game. Jesus Crisp will hit a fly ball to shallow right, and it'll be caught for the third out. Top of the third we go. PJ Prosper, the catcher, leads us off, and it will ground out. Udo Bunga will strike out. First strikeout for Cotsworth. Dustin Becker will hit a little fly ball to right, and that will be all. Bottom of the third. Murphy LeSwift will strike out swinging for the first out. Brett Chillwater hit a ground ball back to the pitcher. That's the second out. Justin Fern will fly out to shallow center. Out number 3. So pitchers duel so far for the first 3 innings. We go to the top of the fourth, top of the order for the Flamingos. And that is a ground out by Johnston. Car crash. Little dribbler. And that he's back out. Bon Appetit will hit this one deep. Opposite field. That's gone. Bon Appetit with his second home run of the series, giving the Flamingos their first hit and their first run. It's 1-0 right now. Tommy Callahan will hit a fly ball, and that will be caught for the third out. The Flamingos will get themselves a 1-0 lead. Let's see if the Dillos can answer. Hoodlum Havoc coming up. That is a ground out to second. Hal Jordan. That's a ground out to third. Buckshank. That's a ground out to second. Shortstop. So, 1-2-3 inning. As Swishman's pitching very well so far this playoff. Top of the fifth. Southworth leading things off, and he gets plunked. Tomato will drop this into left for a base hit. 2 on, no out for Prosper. Prosper will ground in a 4-6-3 double play. And Bonga will get a base hit, and that will score Southworth. That is the second run. So Florida with a 2-0 lead right now over the Dillos. Becker, that's a base hit to left. 2 on, 2 out. Back to the top of the order. Johnston will hit this one deep. This one's to the wall. This one's gone. Dan Johnston with his second home run of the playoffs. It's 5-0 Florida.
Wow.
And we're into the bullpen now as the unpronounceable name bot comes up as car crash will fly out for the third out. Take it away, Hummus.
And this might be the complete opposite of what we just saw, but then again, it's kind of early. That's a ground out for Bubs. Callahan with a strikeout swinging. That's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And a ground out for Crisp. So they go down in order. We'll go top of the 6th, Florida. Up 5. That's a walk for Napatit.
Oh,
4-6, but it was an errant toss to the shortstop, and now a walk. So what could have been 2 outs now leads to bases loaded, no outs. And a line out to left. They'll try the sac fly, and it worked. It's 6-0 Florida over the Dillos. Ground out to first. And a ground out to the pitcher. That was Prosper and then Bonga. So Florida has a chance to move on here if Amarillo does not wake up. That's a Swift fly out. And there's a base hit. Second hit of the day for the entire team. Maybe it's a spark. Chillwater with the single. Fern. That's a 3-1 walk. That's in the gap in right center. This is that spark. Hoodlum Havoc with 1 out. It's an RBI double. It's 6-1. Dillo's first run of the day. And this might be a sac fly. It's a fly out to right. What a grab, though. Full extension for the second out, but the sac fly did work. It's 6-2. Other runner moves to third. This is a simple pop-up to third, though. That ends the 6th. But the Dillos scored 2 to try to claw back in this game. Flamingos look to add to their lead. Becker with a walk. Johnston with Becker on first. Oh, and the third baseman. What a play. Callahan dives face first, makes the grab. We have a pitching change. Reed Rockman. That's a walk for car crash. Napatit with the walk as well. Will we see a walked-in run? Lord. No, we won't. Oh, and they get the out at home.
ooh.
Don't get the out at first, but beautiful decision to throw the runner out. Oh, I was wrong. We do see a walked-in run. Southworth draws the walk, and the Flamingos score another run. They're up 7-2 in a ground out from Crazy Tomato. So that walked-in run makes it 7-2, a 5-run deficit for the Dillos. How do they respond? Bubs. That's a base hit up the middle. Callahan with a runner on, no out. 6-4, but not the 3. Swishman with a damn good outing so far. Pop up for Crisp, pop out to right. LeSwift.
Ooh.
Strike out. That ends the 7th. Flamingos are a couple innings away from moving on. That's going to drop in center. That's a base hit for Prosper. That's going to be a base hit past the shortstop up the middle. Runner advances to third. No outs. That was Bonga. Oh, and the double play, but they do score the run either way. That was Becker grounding into a double play. Does not count as an RBI because it was a double play. Johnston will strike out. And they add a run to make their lead 6 runs over the Dillos. Chillwater with a leadoff walk, a 4-pitch walk. So maybe that could lead to some good stuff. Toll Trade checks in for Florida out of the bullpen. Fern with the line out. And this is going to be a base hit. Hit the center field wall. Will they send the runner? They will. Great decision. And the run
Oh, they
scoring
got him.
double that.
They got him
Oh,
at
they got him.
third.
Oh, they
They got
did
him at
get him.
third.
Great call. Wow. They score the run, but at what cost? That's a ground out for Jordan. And it's 8-3. Flamingos have a chance to add to their 5-run lead here in the ninth. Car crash. Grounder, ground out. Out number 1. Pedro Martinez Jr. in for the Dillos. That's a walk for Napati. 1 on. 1 out. Now 2 outs after this Callahan strikeout. Southworth. Marky Mark. That drops in right for a base hit. Walked in the run last time. Now got a base hit. This one's hit high in right field from Tomato, but it's caught for the 3rd and final out. And now the Dillos, with everything on the line, needing to score 5 runs to tie the game, 6 runs to win it. That's a base hit for Buckshank. Will they eke it out for 3? They're going for 3.
Oh,
and they were greedy. Why'd you send the runner? A strikeout, so a throw out after a beautiful base hit, a strikeout for Bubs. And this could be it, toll trade. And that will do it. The Flamingos move on with a emphatic win over the Dillos on the road. A 5-run victory to advance to the Final Four in the minors. We'll see you Thursday, Florida. And Dillos, great season. But it ends here in the first round. Swishman with a great outing. With only giving up 3 runs. But Napatit, 1 RBI, 1 hit, 2 runs scored, 3 walks. Unbelievable. 2 RBI for Hillam Havoc. Loss goes to Cotswold. And damn, that was a statement game from Florida.
all right. What we said before, Luna Base Toros are coming up. So we'll give some time for a prediction there for Nolan to put up. And then stop streaming and finish the round tomorrow. I don't have time.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Stop streaming. Okay, well, we could do that. See you all next week. Nolan, next up is Lunar Base Toro, so I don't know if they put a thing yet. Maybe not. Okay. We'll give them a minute. Oh, there it is, I think. Thank you, Nolan. Over under total home runs 2.5. In season 9, the Space Rangers beat the Scorpion. The then Florida Space Rangers beat the Scorpions in round 1. They have 58 wins, DVS at 80. That is peak OTP right there.
Wow. Who looked it up?
Poe.
Oh, thank you, Poe. Yeah, season 9.
You make it sound like I'm making you guys wait. I literally stated how the games would go before this day started.
Right. I can repost it if y'all want. I have it in the playoff server.
This is after Indy played their last game when I set this up. So team with a losing record beating. So yes, that's the fun of that 5-game series though. Literally anything can happen. So still, don't make me wish bad things or normal things for your player. So in the playoffs. All right. So let's. I'm gonna give this another. I'll give it another 15 seconds. looks like people putting in a little bit on the everybody thinks is the under, which it is. Nova Montaigne versus HRR Hypocrites. These are the two aces facing off each other, so take it for all that it's worth. We think it'll be a good pitch game, but who knows? It'll be a 20-19 game at the end. All right, let's get this rolling. I'm going to I'll take the first half. You take the second half. It will be Lauren Jackson, Zodiac's Blue Sky, and John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt leading things off for the Toros, trying to keep their season alive here in Luna Base.
So I'm first.
If you want, yeah, you could too.
No, wait. What'd you say?
I said I said I'll go first, and you take the last half.
Perfect.
All right, Jackson will ground out for the first out. Blue Sky coming up against Hypocrites, and that is a ground out as well. Jingleheimer Schmidt. That is a fly ball to shallow center. And that. And now, go to the bottom of the first. Eminem, a red hot Eminem coming up, and he will ground out. Hokovato looking for his first hit. 0-14 now in this playoffs. Allison Chains. That is a ground out to third. 1-2-3 inning as well. We go to the top of the second. Rowdy, McGillicuddy, and Greenwald coming up. Rowdy will fly out to right for the first out. McGillicuddy fly out to shallow center, and that's actually caught by the shortstop. Greenwald will drop this into center for a base hit. Troy Murphy. Oh, and Greenwald gets picked off. And that will end the inning. Go to the bottom of the second here. It will be Allison Chains leading things off. Chains will hit this one deep. That's gone. Allison Chains. 399 feet, giving the Luna Base Space Rangers a 1-0 lead. A good series so far for Allison Chains. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Kelly Alvarez. I'm sorry. That was not Chains. That was... And more, and sorry about that. Scott Poe will strike out, and Buoyant will strike out as well. So, a Cali Alvarez leadoff home run will give Luna Base a 1-0 lead. We go to the top of the third. Troy Murphy leading things off with a strikeout. Azah will ground out. Shia Miss will strike out. 1-2-3 inning again. We go to the bottom of the third. Scotty Sterling leading things off. That is a ground. Oh no, the Greenwald bobbles it for the, and Sterling is safe. Cross Erickson will strike out, and this one is hit pretty deep, but it'll be caught in center. Hokovato looking for his first hit, and that will be gone. Skumini Hokovato, first home run of the playoffs. That is a 2-run shot, giving Luna Base a 3-0 lead. Allison Chains will get this one into left for a base hit. Alvarez will fly out to right, and that will end the inning. Not before Skumina Hokovato gives Luna Base a 3-0 lead. We go to the top of the order for the Toros, and Jackson will drop this into left, and that will be a leadoff double. Blue Sky strikes out swinging. Jingleheimer Schmidt will hit this one to right, and it'll be caught. Jackson moves to third. Rowdy will get the one up the middle, and the Toros are on the board, 3-1. RBI single for Rowdy. McGillicuddy will hit a ground ball to second, and it'll be thrown out. And that will end the top of the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Space Rangers. Arthur Morgan leading things off with a strikeout. Serpo will ground out. Buoyant will ground out. 1-2-3 inning. Top of the fifth. Greenwall leading things off, and that is a base hit. 2-for-2 day for Greenwall. Troy Murphy up. And that is a pass ball, and Wall moves to second. Murphy grounds out, but Wall moves to third. Azah will hit this one to the gap, and that will be a double, an RBI double for Azah. Shia Miss will strike out for the second out. Lauren Jackson will hit a fly ball to center, and that will be caught for the third out. Cancun chipped away a little bit here. It's 3-2 now. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Take it away, Hummus.
Scotty Sterling. That's a base hit to start us off here in the bottom of the fifth. Lunar base wins. They move on. That's a walk for Cross Erickson. That's a base hit in the gap in left center. 1 run scores. Second run will not score. Only the second earned run for Nova in this game. That's a pop up. Oh, and the right fielder could not make the play. 2 more runs added to this lead. It's 6-2. That was Holcabato. First 2 hits of the series were in this game for Holcabato. Changed with the strikeout. That's out number 1. Alvarez with the strikeout. That's out number 2. It's the center fielder in now for Cancun. Morgan, grounder. Fielder's choice out at second. So Cancun's got their work cut out. They're down 2-1 in the series. That's a grounder, ground out for Blue Ski. Jingleheimer Schmidt, strikeout. Our clear, not cloudy. A walk.
Oh, got picked up again?
At first.
Oh, my goodness.
Got caught sleeping. HO are hypocrites with a great outing so far. Bottom of the 6th, Scott Poe.
Oh.
Sir Poe, excuse me. Sir Poe. Solo shot to make it 7-2, 376 feet.
There's that 45 power.
Yep. Classic. Strikeout for Boyant for out number 1. Sterling. That's going to drop for a base hit. Cross Erickson with 1 on. That's going to drop also for a base hit. Runner advancing to third. Eminem with 2 on. Strikeout. Holcabato, runners on the corners. Ryan Neggs. And what is the right fielder doing? That's a base hit and right. Another run scores. It's 8-2. A strikeout for Allison Chains, and the inning is finally over. It's 8-2. They scored 2 more. They've scored 5 straight. McGillicuddy, this is deep, but not deep enough. That's out number 1. Hypocrites refuses to leave the game. Greenwall. Fly ball, fly out for out number 2. Murphy. And a ground out. That was quick work by HO or Hypocrites. We're going bottom of the 7th. Strikeout for out number 1. Out for Alvarez. Morgan. That's going to be a base hit in center field for Arthur Morgan. Sir Poe hit that solo shot. Strikes out this time. Here comes Sir Boyan. Blair Boyan, excuse me. I'm getting these names confused. Pop up and pop out for Blair. We'll go top 8. Azah, Miss, and Jackson. That's deep. Over the center fielder's head. And Smart to stop at second. Miss. Ground out to short. Jackson lines out to center. Blue Sky. Easy ground out to short. And they had a base runner, but recorded 3 straight outs. And Benjamin Abenduck has been in for Lunar base. Now, Sterling. Strikeout. Cross Erickson. Up 6. Strikeout. Ryan Neggs still in the game for Cancun. Dog and Eminem. Strikeout. So Neggs struck out the side, but this is it for Cancun. Got to score 6 to extend this game.
Oh, did that hit off
the pitcher? It hit the pitcher.
I don't think I've seen that before.
And they make the play. Our clear, not cloudy, ground out. And a pop up. And a pop out in Lunar base. advances to the Champions Conference final, winning the series 3-1 and at home. And Cancun, their season is over. Great season for them. But Lunar Base, looking for that second ring in franchise history, moves themselves one step closer to doing that.
In Nolan, Indy and Nashville is next.
Hypocrites with the win, Montaigne with the loss. Holkabata, what a game. First hit of the series, got 3 of them. 5 RBI, 3 hits. Is your player of the game.
Showing up when it needed. All right. Indy, Nashville. It will be Krispy Kreme versus Stun Gun. And we'll wait for the prediction to come up. Give you guys a little time to, and then we'll get this rolling. All right, prediction started again.
The Marlins lost. My night is ruined. Sad. Panthers won, though. Tied it up with the Rangers. And the T-Wolves avoided getting swept. Wow. I almost bet on Cat to have at least 2 3-pointers. I wonder how many he made. Let's see.
All right, the prediction is up. Over under errors 1.5. We're going to give it another 15 seconds. So get your stuff in, and then we're going to get the game started.
Of course, he hit 4 3-pointers, and his over was 1.5. Shout out to Cat Betters. He promised he was going to hit 8 threes. He hit 4, though. This should be a great game. Nashville, Indy. Indy is in an incredible spot for a team that for a while was struggling to compete. Now coming in as the best team in the Champions Conference.
And Nick promised 20 errors. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get this off. We'll do the same thing as we did. Let's get this rolling. All right, Krispy Kreme will be on the mound facing Nate Nitro. Nitro will ground out for the first out. The Jew will ground out as well. Slammer. That is a base hit by Rake Slammer. 1 on, 2 out for Fernandez, and he was strikeout swinging. First strikeout of the game by Krispy Kreme. Move on. Bottom of the first. Valor Jr. will lead things off. And that is a deep drive, and that's gone. That just kept traveling to the center, into the center field seats, or grassy knoll area. Valor with his first home run of the playoffs. Sakudo. That is a base hit into left. 43 1/4 will fly out to right for the first out. Pususki. And he gets picked off. Okay. And Pususki strikes out, and that will end the inning. So that was quickly turned around. Good old OTP. McKenzie leading things off for Indy, and that's a ground out. Catcher Scudder. That is a ground out as well. Belikov will get this one into right for a base hit. Milligan That's into the left field corner. That is multiple, and Cove will come in to score. That's an RBI double for Milligan. Indy ties us up at 1. Nakamura up. Nakamura will fly out to center, and that will be it. Indy ties it up on a Milligan double, and we go back to the Stars in the bottom of the second. It will be De'Aaron Taylor leading things off. Taylor will drop this. Oh, nope, just kidding. Is a diving catch in center by Nitro to rob him of a hit. Andrews will ground out. Cove into the gap, and that should be extras. That is a diving catch in right by Slammer to rob DeVille of a hit. So we're tied at 1. We go to the top of the third, top of the order for Indy, and Nitro will drop this into right for a base. Nope, he's going for 2. That's a double. The Jew, that's into the corner. That should bring home Nitro. Josh with an RBI double. That is 2-1 Indy now. Rake Slammer coming up. Slammer into right field. Would that bring up? Nope, they will hold the Jew up at second. At third. A shallow fly ball to Fernandez, and what a throw by Cove, and that will get. But it doesn't matter right now, as McKenzie will get a base hit, and Slammer will come in to score. It's 3-1. Catcher Scudder will draw the walk. Belikov will hit a ground ball, and that's an infield hit as there's no throw. Milligan, bases loaded, cannot hold up, and that's a strikeout. Strikeout number 2 for Cream. That'll end the inning. Indy takes a 3-1 lead. The number 9 hitter for the Stars comes up, in Kulik Warner. He gets plunked by Stun Gun. Valor Jr. up, and he will bunt because, sure. And Takudo will strike out swinging. 43 1/4. Will hit a ground ball back to Stun Gun, and he'll be thrown out at first. Go to the top of the 4th. Nakamura leading things off for Indy. That is a strikeout looking. Nate Nitro strikes out. That's out number 2. The Jew. That is into the gap. That is a base. That is a double for the Jew. Slammer will get this into the corner. The Jew will come in to score. That is an RBI double for Rake Slammer. D. Fernandez comes up now. And he will ground out to shortstop for the 3rd out. Not before Indy tags on another run. 4-1 Indy now. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Pilsudski leading things off. And that is a fly ball to center. And that's Taylor with strikeout swinging. Andrews will fly out to left. All right. Cove leading. McKenzie leading things off. That's an infield hit against Krispy Kreme, who's still in the game, and catcher Scudder draws a walk. And Bellic Cove will get this into left. That's an RBI double for Bellic Cove. 5-1 Indy. Milligan. That's in, and a diving catch that saves a hit, but that's a sac fly as Scudder comes in to score. 6-1 Indy. Nakamura up. That is a fly ball to right, and that's the 2nd out. And that is a ground ball that gets past the first baseman. Nitro will get himself a double, and Cove comes in to score. 7-1 Indy. And the Jew will draw a walk now as Mike Ermitroff comes into his pitch. Slammer will hit this to right, and that will be caught for the 3rd out. Hummus, take it away. It's 7-1 Indy over Nashville.
Yeah, similar to last game. The team with the season on the line facing a pretty heavy deficit. That's a fly out for Cove. A ground out for DeVille. And a Kulik Warren pop out the center. And Indy has the conference finals on their mind. They're very close to doing that. They're up 6 in the 6th. That's a strikeout for D. Fernandez. McKenzie. Nobody on. 1 out. That's in the gap in right center. Going for 2. And there safely. Catcher Scudder hitting 143 in the series. Oh, and that's a wild pitch. Catcher Scudder will reach first on a walk. Cove with a strikeout swinging. And now Milligan, runners on the corners, 2 outs. 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Ends in a fly out. And for the 3rd out in the top of the 6th. Now Nashville, they did score that first run to take the lead after the 1st. But haven't done much since. That's a ground out for Valor Jr. Stun gun on the mound. Strikeout for Sakudo. 43 1/4, who's hot. Stun gun, though, grounds out 2 hot hitters back to back. And Indy in great form right now. Top 7, up 6. Nakamura with a pop out. Nitro with a ground out. And now the Jew, full count with a ground out. And that ends the top of the 7th. Stretch time. Nashville bringing up Pilsudski, not having a good series. Lines out to center. Taylor also not having a good series. Strikes out looking. Andrews, hot hitter, 1 of 3 on the team. Grounder, they can't make a play. Great infield hit for Andrews. Cove, strikeout. And stun gun. Dominating in this series and in this game. A sub-2 ERA. Slammer with a pop out to shallow center. D. Fernandez here in the top of the 8th. Ground out for Automatic, who's having a great outing so far out of the pen for Nashville. It's a pop out and a clean outing for Automatic. DeVille struck out on a pitch way inside, it seems. Maybe not. Just a great pitch. Now Cranepool in for Indy. A Kulik Warren single. Valor Jr. with a walk, and it's a 6-run deficit. That's a strikeout. That's the 2nd out. 43 1/4, another strikeout. That's the 3rd and final out of the 8th. And Indy, 1 inning away from moving on. Grounder, ground out for out number 1. That was catcher Scudder. Cove with a walk. They have 1 ring in franchise history. Do they get both? Nope, but they do get the runner at first from the Milligan grounder, and Nakamura grounds out. Last chance for Nashville. They got to do something here. Cranepool still in for the apex. That's a pop out for Pilsudski. Taylor to Aaron Taylor with a strikeout. Now Andrews Jr. with 2 outs. In the bottom of the 9th, that's a base hit, a blooper. Shallow center. Cove hitting 083. That's sharply hit. That hit the wall in right field. It's a base hit. They don't send the runner. DeVille with 2 on. That's up the middle. Oh, it's a grab to win it. The Jew stretches out for the win. And Indy, the Apex, move on to the conference finals in the Champions Conference. Great season from Nashville. But Indy, what a game from Stun Gun. Your obvious player of the game, 7 innings, 1 earned run. Some good hitting, though, from the Apex. 3 hits for the Jew, 2 for the 3 for Slammer, 2 for the Jew, 2 for Nitro. A couple hits for Andrews and Cove, but really the Nashville offense was stymied by the Gun outing that he had. 1 earned run over 7 innings, and the Apex in the conference finals against Lunar Base.
All right, let's see here. Gonna move on one day that's an off day. Then we get to Game 5. We'll have 3 games here left. Oh, wait. No. Why is this happening? Oh, right. Well, this is fun. All right.
You have to delete games. Yeah.
No, I
we've
don't
done
have
this
to. No,
before.
I don't have to delete games.
Oh, because there's only one series left?
Yeah, it's only this one. So
BNN off?
yeah, BNN is off. So
No, Benny, you're reading it wrong. They're showing the conference finals because both the major series are done, so they're just jumping straight into it. We've seen this before.
yeah, it's been a while since we haven't had a game 5 in the majors. So in the first round. So we usually have a game 5 in both. So we only have Cali and Chicago left. So that's the next game, no matter what happens. So a prediction, might as well throw that up now. I'm going to show Cali. This is your bullpen.
The only game 5, wow, out of 6 series. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but it's still, yeah, we still got pretty long into it. So and then Chicago. Voila, this is your. So all right.
I have an announcement to make during the upload.
Okay.
You're like, cool. No one cares.
We're dwindled down to 69 people now. So, all right.
No.
All right. Let's see what I have. I've got some pings. We go down to the dill. What? How did the dills ping? Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind. Kingpins. Kingpins. Changes. Okay. Frankie, middle, use less often. Crony, long, avoid, and Bauer. The third, it is middle, normal, long relief. All right. Chicago, take a look. Down to the Firehawks we go. All right, Caleb is just running with it. So, all right, I'm gonna save this. Kingpins, verify your change to make sure that's okay. Otherwise, the prediction is up. Who will win? Simple. Who will win? California or Chicago? It will be cash consideration versus P-Dubs Woods. We'll give the prediction another 30 seconds and we'll kick the game off. Thank you all for bearing with us tonight. Started a little later than I thought, but that's okay. We still made decent time, I guess. No idea. All right. All right, we're gonna start this off. So best of luck, Chicago and California. Actually, let me triple check down here. No, okay. All right. Baz Reeves will lead things off with a fly ball to left. That's the first out. Nick Scott will strike out looking. Dimply Sploger is up next. Sploger will hit a fly ball to center. That is the third out. 1-2-3 inning for Woods. We go to the bottom of this first. Secure Freezes comes up against cash consideration. And that is a little fly ball to left, and that'll be caught. Dave Honkball will hit a fly ball to second, and that's out number 2. Dawson will ground out to third. 1-2-3 inning for cash consideration. We go back to the Firehawks on the top of the second. as Smalls will lead things off. That's a strikeout, second strikeout for Woods. Nico Hernandez will hit a ground ball back to the pitcher, but I guess it's an infield hit. Sneck will drive this deep, and that's gone. Super supercalifragilistic. Oh, I can't even say it. It's too late. Sneck will give the California Firehawks a 2-0 lead on that 2-run shot. Third home run of the playoffs. Bubba Frank will line out to left. Spikes will ground out to his counterpart, and that will be it. We go to the bottom of the second. It'll be Hunkball, Jobu, and Gnomes coming up. And that is a base hit by Honkball to lead things off. Jobu cannot hold up, and that's a strikeout. First of the game for considerations. Gnomes will drop this into right for a base hit as Hunkball moves up to third. Silvera walks. Now the base is loaded with 1 out for Ecker. Strikeout for Ecker. 2 outs. Joe Smith will hit a fly ball to right. That will be caught. So bases loaded. They cannot get anyone in. We go to the top of the third. Jeff Lumo Newfen leading things off, and that's a fly ball in the foul territory for first out. Reeves will ground out. Nick Scott will draw the walk. A 2-out walk for Nick Scott, and Dimpley Sporger comes up. And that is a ground. Oh, no, that's an error. So Sporger is safe. Smalls up the middle, base hit. They will send Scott, and that is a 3-0 lead for California now. Base hit. Back up the middle with Nico Hernandez. Base is loaded for Sneck. Sneck will hit a ground ball back to the pitcher, and he'll be thrown out. Cali gets 1-1 on the board, and they lead now 3-0. Back to the top of the lineup for the Kingpins, and that's a ground out by Freezes. Honkball will strike out. Third strikeout for considerations. Tiger Dawson. That's a ground ball out, and that's it. We go to the top of the fourth. 7, 8, 9 headers for the Firehawks as Frank leads things off against Woods. That is a slow roller. Oh, that made it past the... Okay, sure. But Spikes grounds into a fielder's choice. Newfan will strike out. Reeves, and there's a pitching change as Reeves will get a slow roller past the second baseman. That's a Nick Bauer to third. That is a fly ball by Nick Scott to center, and that will end the top of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth we go. Honkball, Jobu, and Gnomes coming up. This Honkball strikes out for the first out. Jobu. That is a fly ball to shallow center. That is the second out. Gnomes strikes out swinging. 1-2-3 inning. Fifth strikeout for considerations. Top of the fifth. Splorger leading things off with a strikeout against Enoch Bauer the third. Smalls. That's a base hit into the right. 1-on-1 out for Nico Hernandez. Hernandez strikes out swinging. Sneck will hit a little dribbler to the catcher, and he'll be thrown out. And that will end the top of the fifth. Hummus, take it away. Bottom of the fifth we go.
Here we go. Kingpins. Firehawks. Game 5. Silvera Jr. with a base hit on the right side. Ecker pops one up and pops one out for out number 1. Smith drops one in right. Moves a runner to third. Can they go get their first run of game 5? A weird grounder to the pitcher. They get the out at second. Hawk ball. A walk. And here we go. Bases loaded. And a simple ground out to first. To end the inning, they left 3 on base. And it's still 3-0 California. That's a pop out for Frank. Spikes. Strikeout swinging. New fan. With 2 outs. Nobody on. They're up 3 here in game 5. And that's a ground out. So Chicago, 4 hits in the game, no runs, 1 error. We'll bring up Honkball, who grounds out. Jobu, season on the line. Who's going to step up? Ground out. Gnomes. Cash considerations. Having a great game, but that's an infield single for Gnomes. Silvera Jr. They get the out at second. 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs for cash considerations. Now the batters. Reeves with a pop out for out number 1. Scott with a walk. Pitching change. Beak Yosh. That's a base hit. They move the runner to third. Smalls. 4-6, but not the 3, meaning that run does count. It's 4-0. I don't know why you don't even at least try to make the throw. Hernandez. Pop up, pop out. And that ends the top of the 7th. I mean, the throw is harmless no matter what, because the run was coming home, and you weren't going to try to get the out there. Grounder for Ecker. Ground out. It's the stretch. Bottom of the 7th. 1 out for Smith, who pops out. Girk Biglet in for California. And a pop up and pop out for Freeses. And that's a quick inning of work for California. We're going to go top 8. California up 4. Infield single for Sneck. Frank, pop up, pop out for out number 1. Spikes with 1 on. And Sneck takes off and is safe. First stolen base of this series for Sneck. Spikes will pop out to right. New fan. A line out directly to second base. Nice play. And Chicago, 5 hits. No runs. Honk ball. Grounder and first baseman steps on the bag. Out number 1, Dawson. Pretty much to the same spot. Out number 2. Honk ball, strikeout swinging. And Kirk Biglet with a great outing so far. Out of the pen. Reeves with a walk. Here in the top of the 9th in a 4-run game. That's a stolen base for Reeves, 4th of the series. That's a ground out for Scott for out number 1. Full count for Splorger. Out number 2. Now Smalls. Strikeout. Strider. Great inning for Strider out of the pen for Chicago. But season on the line. Down 4. Line out to right for Jobu. Bottom of the 9th. 1 out. Gnomes. There's a hit. 6th of the day for.
That got away.
Oh, and it led to also an error. So a hit plus an error. Moving the runner. Silvera Jr. with a walk. Ecker. Oh, and this is shallow center Papa. And that's the second out. Smith. Grounder to short. Oh, they couldn't handle it.
What the?
Shortstop cannot handle it. Freezes. Grounder to second. And that will do it. The shutout on the road. California advances to the semifinals in the minors. Wow.
Oh, so congratulations to the Firehawks, who basically made it in that all that chaos on Saturday, and they find themselves with a 3-2 series victory over the Chicago Kingpins, and they'll move on to face the. That's a good question. Who are they facing? I believe they're facing the Wheelers on Thursday. So, sorry to the Kingpins. Best of luck going forward. Here's your, stats if anybody wants them. I'm gonna start the upload soon. But congratulations, Lumo. You did not choke. You had a very good game here. 6 innings, no earned run, 5 strikeouts. Very nicely done. We're gonna leave here. Screw up anything. I'm gonna save this. All right. And I will just kick the upload off. Thank you all for being with us tonight. I guess overall it really wasn't that bad. We're still under 3 hours, which is I guess good for a playoff day 1.
Oh yeah, of course. What? It's like almost pretty much 3 hours on the nose, right?
Close. So yes. So what's the docket for tomorrow night? Tomorrow night we're gonna have the Prospect League day what's today? Day number 3, I believe.
Get your
Uh,
friends to join. We have incentives for doing that. You can get paid real league money for getting
yes.
your friends to join. It's the
But
referral bonuses in the announcement sub forum. We need help. You know, we had the past few years we've had good minor league classes, but this one we've been struggling a little bit to get some good numbers. We just need bodies, and then the rest can work itself out. If people stick, that's obviously the dream. But right now, we want a healthy minor league class, and right now we've been struggling. So,
so
thank
yeah,
you, NAS Space, for talking about
Nas
this.
is hosting tomorrow, day 3 of the
Yep.
Prospect League at 6:30. Let me pull up what the other would be for rest of the week and what we are looking at. Um, okay.
Yeah. PVC, they got to buy. So, yeah, they play on Thursday.
Yes,
Um,
the Wheelies and the Hubcats get by, so the Wheelers will play against the Firehawks on Thursday. Flamingos will be playing Kansas City uh, there on. Okay, so we'll have Thursday. AJ will continue the Chaos Mod on Thursday, 7
you
p.m.
got to transfer it
with
over.
Chadwick. It's in the file. It's built in. So we already got it built in.
Ah,
So
I was
so
going to say you could send it on Napster.
Napster. Napster.
Yep.
Half
Both World
half
Series. We call it World Series Saturday.
half the kids here don't even know what Napsters are. So
Nope.
after
I'd be
anyways,
surprised if
so
anyone knows what that
so
is besides you.
Saturday we'll have the Miners World Series at 1 p.m. That will be hosted by Rabbit Sponge, and then at 6 p.m. it will be the Majors World Series with Muzi, and that's hosted and that will be co-hosted by Don Marcus. And we will make sure Muzi moves the minor league awards this season, so we don't have a so we won't make the mistake a third time in our in our little and make the mistake a third time around. So LimeWire, yes. Everyone will be a Smith. Yes, that will be Thursday. Everybody will be a Smith on Thursday. Um, let's see. You had an announcement or something?
Yes. Want to thank everyone who applied to the Boise GM role. We do have a solution there. Both GMs stepping down at the same time obviously
It's a
creates.
solution.
I mean, we.
That's such a
I guess
weird
a
way of putting it.
resolution, not a solution. We have a resolution on that front. I mean, to be
You
frank,
hire
I mean,
people. Yeah.
yeah, we hired 2 people. It's a chaotic thing, but at the same time, it leads to, what we were able to select. Bauer and Steele will be the GMs of the Boise Raptors going forward. Um, History lesson: both of those users got their start on Utah. Back in the day, who obviously, not obviously, but if you've been around long enough like us, you know that Utah rebranded to Boise. So they've been part of that franchise. Um, and way back in the day, we're talking, 2017, 2018. And now fast forward to now, they get to actually lead that franchise for the first time. They GM together in Cancun. So when we saw the applications come through, it was a great application. They were very thorough about their vision and what they've done in the league historically, meaning that to us, it seems like it's going to be a great fit. They're going to take it serious and, get that franchise some legs under them. So, yeah, excited about the future. I want to thank Gordo and Hannah for, taking control of that franchise for a while. They did get a World Series their first year in control, which was crazy. I don't think that's ever happened before, where two first year when a two GM sub in at the same time win a World Series right away. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what happens there. The Vancouver position is not finalized yet at the moment. I'm encouraging everybody, if you're thinking about being a GM, talk to your Majors GM and just explore it. if you're interested. But first, talk to your majors GM if you're interested. Always do that. And yeah, that's why we put that in the post. It's a very important step. But yeah, that's not a finalized piece yet. It's obviously different to have one open spot versus two. I had a feeling, just doing this for so long, that there'd be more interest in having duo tandems, possibly taking over in Boise versus one open spot in Vancouver. So, um, yeah, that's my spiel.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations to them. They did a great job in Cancun, and I know that they will. It'll be fun to have them back uh, in the well in the GM chat, and so much respect to Bauer and Steele. I'm glad that you guys are back. So
Ooh, EVC wants to multicast on Saturday. Yes, please. We appreciate NASBase, EVC, all of our streamer affiliates, Laptop Hound. We've been getting a lot of love from the OTP community for years, and I feel like we're at a point where it's more than we've ever had, and testament to the community that this is. It's always been a community that we're all about each other. At least it feels always felt that way. And I can prove I've never asked NASBase, EVC, Laptop Hound. We never asked for these things. It's amazing that streamers like this, who are affiliated streamers, out of their own free will to promote the PBE. Thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah, we try our best. I mean, balling on a budget, right? I mean, we have a bank account, but that's usually going to charity. And league costs, we do have costs. Obviously, we pay for JSync Premium, so nobody has to deal with ads, server costs. But I remember when Emmy passed away, I think we gave her family a couple grand for funeral costs and anything that can help for that time. So the way I see it, that bank account's kind of for unfortunate rainy day situations. Thank you, Schnee, for the sub. So I think a lot of us, we're just doing it for the fun of it. Especially Enoch. This dude doesn't stop at all. Most selfless person I've ever met. Truly. Yeah, it is fun to basically be in a MLB Road to the Show with so many other people in a sim as smart as Out of the Park, where we have so much flexibility. I remember in the WSBL, I loved that league at first. Then they expanded and they had to make a whole new file because Wolverine does not offer the ability to just add and remove teams easily like we can Out of the Park. So, I basically found the PBE and wanted to park here because I love the sim. I know how strong it can be and what you could do with it. And yeah, we're very blessed. Shout out to Marcus and company. I love his story. He was on vacation in America, a German boy, like college kid, and discovered baseball, brought it back to his friends in Germany, and they got equipment, started playing. Then he studied coding in college and couldn't find a game where you can kind of go through the simulation of baseball. There were some baseball games you could play, but he couldn't find a game where you can actually go through and simulate a season in a way that was smart. I think there was one, but he didn't like the results. And then he built a game while in college, and the rest is history. So inside the park, that's not a real thing, right?
Inside the Park baseball.
I'm too gullible. It is. I think I had heard of it. No. Yeah, he's right. It was through. Was it through Out of the Park? Yeah. It looks like it was similar to the PBE. Damn. Holy crap. I'm reading about it. I'm like, damn, this is basically what we're doing.
What? I'm sorry.
Inside the Park Baseball was basically an RPG for Out of the Park that they built as a separate offshoot game. It
Oh
was real.
wait, I. You know what? That actually, I have heard of that before. Yeah. I don't really remember it. It was a while back though, right? If I remember.
Yeah, it was a very long time ago. There have been rumblings of people trying to ask to bring it back on Reddit and stuff. 2019, someone posted a thread in the OTP forums about it. A plea to Marcus to make the second version. I should post in that thread like, hey, uh, anyone looking for an equivalent, join the PBE. Oh my God, KP Jinx. Literally, we're in our little recruitment chat. It's like 4 of us. Me and KP got our recruitment hats on right now. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, we both had the same thought at the same time. Yeah, Shanina, that'd be interesting. I'll post a thread. Y'all can see. I mean, I don't care. This is what I found. We all just raid that thread, and Marcus, who runs the forum, is gonna be like, "What the hell? Why is there so many posts in this thread?" We need to get Marcus to make a player, man. How do we do that? I tried my best to get Rich Grisham to make a player. I feel like we were very close, and he balked at the attempt. Um, but getting Marcus to create, I think, would be peak legacy. I've never talked to him before. I think it would be really cool to have a chance to talk to him. He's obviously done a lot to improve my mental state by making this game and then helping me find this league. Let's see. Ezra Denny is streaming, so we could jump there once the upload's done. Let's get some Ask the Booth. I'm always jealous when I'm not in the booth and there's always good questions for Ask the Booth. So it could be anything, literally anything. You want to ask something that league related, non-league related. I want to answer some questions. I know it's late though, so. Right when the upload ends, a great question. Favorite Italian meat? Damn, that's a great question. I love pepperoni. Salami's great. Enoch, what's your favorite Italian meat?
It's pepperoni. Consider that,
I
or
think
is it
so. I would consider.
like? Hmm, yeah. I mean, I generally really like pepperoni. So yeah.
Yeah, me too. I could put it with anything. Who do you think is going to win the minors? The Wheelers are stacked. I mean, let's see. Yeah, they had the best record, tied with the Hepcats. It's going to be tough. Florida was obviously very good, knocked on the door for that bye. They were right there behind both those teams, and they're coming off a pretty strong win in the elimination game. I have no clue. Let's go with the Hepcats. My wife's former team. What are your sorry, Enoch, who do you have winning in the minors?
Hepcats.
Nice. Yeah, that's your squad too. Long-term plans for the commish spot. I've like gone back and forth in my head. Um, how I want to approach the position. I genuinely enjoy it. So anytime I think about it ending, it's not fun. Um, you know, I I try my best to really be on top of the day-to-day activities, day-to-day tasks, and I feel like I've done a good job of that, being on top of like the day-to-day, not letting kind of stones get turned, making sure I have eyes and ears on as much as possible. It's not easy to do. And anticipate stepping down in the near distant future. I mean, obviously one day I will no longer be the commissioner, so it's just getting to that point. I have no idea when that's coming. I wish I had a good answer, but I don't. Um, again, I really enjoy the day-to-day tasks. I really enjoy, like, for example, with Boise letting us know they're both stepping down at the same time. Okay, I love a good challenge. How are we going to get over that challenge? I didn't want HO controlling that team. That was my main focus. It's like, how are we going to get to a point where we're not controlling that team? I know it's been tough to find GMs, so we were lucky that we found two pretty quickly. Um, yeah, sorry for ranting. It's been fun. I mean, I remember Johnny posted that we're hiring an HO, and I'm stepping down soon next couple seasons. So this person anyone out there who's thinking about applying, you could be the next commissioner. And I like literally took that as like seriousness, um, and took it to heart and got into HO and really grinded, put on my hard hat and did a big project. We had everyone switching off the knuckleball. And I had to go in and approve all the builds and make sure that whatever build they switched to, or we were tweaking the knuckleball. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, I did a big project of like having a thread where people posted their update, and then I approved the build change. HO, took charge on that. So proved myself there, and yeah, worked with Johnny very, very, very closely. Still talk to him to this day, and yeah, I've enjoyed being in this position. I can't lie. It's been fun. And Enoch, you've been streaming too long. You need to go to bed.
Oh, hey, that's done. Okay, let's get this uploaded. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? All right, let's get the index updated. All right, folks. Should be done in about 10 seconds.
I will say one thing I love hearing is people telling me that they've told me they appreciate the stability and leadership. Good or bad, it's been stable. Whether I've done well, whether I have done bad, at the very least, it's been stable. We've only had 4 commissioners in the past 7 years of existing, so that could be a good thing, I think.
Having never experienced a non-Hummus.
Thank you, Benny. Yeah, I mean, our heyday was during COVID. Obviously, anyone can go through the numbers, activity check, subforum, and see the numbers over the years. It's not a secret. We used to have way more activity in the league, and everyone's trying their best to try to figure out how to get those numbers back. But in reality, that was during COVID. So, people call me the Mickey Mouse commish because I took over right when COVID hit, and I don't disagree. So You know, it was pretty cool that when I first joined to when I was commissioner, there was literally double the amount of activity checks, um, which is kind of a crazy jump. But yeah, I appreciate it, Benny. Hell yeah, KP. I love his energy. I love his energy. I love Hiccup's energy. This group chat is popping. Um, I love being on the front row, seeing the hard work of the recruitment staff right now. Thank you. Should we raid Ezra? Yes.
Go for it. Index is updated, or it should be.
Thank you, Tech, for running these predictions. Love the mod team. One of the better ideas the Sim server has had over the years was creating a mod team. Imagine, Enoch, there was a time in this league existence where we existed on Twitch, but there was no like set, like organized group of moderators.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy to think.
It's been a while. What am I doing? Oh,
Puts things in perspective for sure. We
oh,
used to do the OTP where it was just the pegs.
pegs.
That was
Pegs
before my
everywhere.
time.
Okay, folks. All right, I'm gonna end this here. Thank you all. Tune in to the Prospect League tomorrow. Give the new class some love. Come back
Yep.
Thursday for more chaos with AJ, and love you all. Thank you all for being here, and have yourself a great night. So take care, everybody.
All right, everybody.